Smell. Good smell. Good smell. Good smell. Good smell. Good smell.
Hi, how are you?
Oh boy, here we go. Is definitely 100% the right words for today, guys. Good morning, everybody. Welcome to. Wow, this is gonna be a crazy one. I hope you guys are ready. This is a heavy one today, chat. This is a heavy one today. Hello, everybody. Welcome to the Vtuber View, the show with VTubers and views and. Well, I don't know about views, but we got VTubers here. Hello, everybody. Good to see you. Good morning. How are you? I hope you are all having an absolutely incredible day. Chat, this is gonna be a heavy one. This is gonna be a heavy one today. I hope all of you are prepared to talk about very serious subject that has happened in the community as of recently, guys. We're gonna be talking about not only a document that came out about I would say a notable VTuber. I think DEATHBL00MS is notable. We're gonna talk about DEATHBL00MS, a notable VTuber who had a document released about some of the reactions as well as the responses to that. Chad, I do want to give you a heads up on this one, and to all my YouTube friends. Hello, YouTube friends. This one's gonna be a bit heavy, guys. There's a lot to dive into. There's a lot of details. There's just a lot to look at on this one, chat. I do want to let you know as well. In about 2 hours, it's noon CST. So that's in 2 hours, guys. We will be having one of the victims, Killersaw, coming by to chat and discuss what is happening. Ruby, thank you so much for 15 months. I appreciate you. Yeah, so we're going to have him here just to kind of discuss what is going on, get some extra clarification. Again, guys, I always try to reach out when I can and, get people involved, especially if it is something like this where there's a lot of finite details and a lot of things that we got to discuss in a very deep manner, chat. So hope you guys are doing well today. It's sick to see all of you. Holy shit. Yesterday, chat, I had so much fun with PP Slayer. It was so much fun. Yes, pet the little Ella. Pet the little Ella. What's up? How's it going, NT? Good to see you, Kitty. Welcome back. It's been a while. How are you? I feel like I haven't seen you in a while. Yo, what's up, Yuva? How are you? Yeah, I played with PP Slayer. We ended up getting a really shitty weapon and we tried to speedrun and it didn't go so well. But we did the best we could. So yes, Evan, so I got it working on my second PC. I did try to appeal it on my main account, so we'll see what happens with that. Oh, happy birthday, Tyra. Hope you're having a good one. Happy birthday. Yeah, have a really special day, sweetheart. It's your birthday. That's amazing. Congratulations. I hope you have a wonderful day. What's up, Skull? How's it going, guys? It's good to see all of you guys. I hope you brought your seatbelts. I hope you brought, your thinking caps. Yes, I do have a dual PC setup because we got to dive right into this one. This is a big one, chat. I know a lot of stuff that I cover is, it has weight to it. It has consequences. This one definitely, chat, certainly has. God fucking damn it. This isn't fair, chat. It's not fair. I went to PP Slayer streaming. You guys did that to me. What the fuck? I can't even escape in her fucking stream. I can't believe you. What's up, Elara? Enjoy the stream as long as I get out and pick kids up from school. You children, imagine. I literally went to PP Slayer stream and everybody kept fucking farting in my face over there. It was horrible. There's no escape, is there? Multiple sites to Elara being shown in rapid succession. Just fart. That's basically what we're seeing. What's up, team guy? How are you? I do want to let you guys know, A lot of times, to certain stuff, you know, I can react to it live. However, I have read this document multiple times. I've read her side. It came out last night. And I just want to tell you, chat, I really gotta be upfront with you. This is not a good look at all for DEATHBL00MS. If anything, chat, I can tell you, I think she incriminated herself more. But nonetheless, we're gonna look at the document together. What the fuck? Alright, look, I'm gonna let you get your channel points out of the way, because I'm gonna turn them off here in a second, because we're gonna have to get serious, guys. What's up, J-Money? How are you? Good to see you. Yeah, I felt it was very incriminating, Gabriel. I feel like it did not help her case in the least bit. So, drink your milk, chat!
Drink your milk.
Drink your milk!
Why should I? I hate it.
You're going to be small and spending forever if you keep using that stupid excuse! Shut up! I don't have to drink it if I don't wanna!
I haven't been to Taco Bell in like weeks. What are you talking about? I've been to Taco Bell in weeks. Okay, wait, I did have Chick-fil-A last night. But Chick-fil-A's not that bad for you, right, chap?
Hello.
Oh shit, do I have to stop eating? What? I mean, I do have that Riz, that's fair. Alright, fair enough, I do have Riz. I won't even fight you on that one. That is an appropriate hat for me to wear. Monkey. No! Damn it! As soon as the song come on, I'm like, oh no, are you serious? Fuck! The food poisoning! The food poisoning! No! The food poisoning, chat! Did you? Oh my god, Daniel. Guys, I don't know if you saw it yesterday. I released a video about Dr. Crafty. Man, that was rough. But first, chat, before we dive in, we rip and tear! You'll never catch me headbanging an Arby's here. Okay, I have the cow, a fucking jack-o'-lantern, and a floating... What? This doesn't even fit my head. It's just like covering my entire body. What the fuck is this? I love how Johnny the Ghost is the only person that ever redeems the fart redeems. You guys fucking suck. I hate you guys so much.
Nice.
I hate you guys so much. What the fuck? What's up, Matt Mikey? How are you? Look, chat, look. I made a very special sub goal that Toomsy thought of. Nobody else thought of this one. It was just Toomsy. Guys, if we hit 50 subs today, I will stream with Aya's model for an entire stream. Please, chat. Please help me hit this goal because it would be fucking hilarious. Please, chat. I think that would be the funniest fucking redeem. Please, chat. We have to hit the goal today. It'll be so funny. She will cry. I will say the sussiest things in her model. It'll be so funny. Please, please, chat. We have to hit this one today. It's gonna be great if we do. Oh my god. Summon a storm. Already put my part bet. I'm the persona that's approaching. I haven't read the doc. How cooked is it? Oh, Cookie. Yeah. It's not good for DEATHBL00MS at all. I think it incriminates her more, but it's a very serious matter. It's a very serious matter. It's not something lightly brushed under the rug or anything like that. It's a big deal, chat. I mean, this is a big streamer, and I think this case is much more important more than a lot of other things out there. Which, don't get me wrong, we cover a lot of news. We cover good, we cover bad. But this one is particularly important, chat. It sets itself apart because this is actually about, male VTubers as victims, which I feel like there's almost this like stigma that male VTubers are the ones that do all the bad things, right? Or they're the ones that are overly sexual and stuff. And in this case, that is not it at all, guys. Male VTubers are the victims here. And I think it's very important to talk about that and highlight that, especially in our community where it's very much seen most of the time that male VTubers get a bad rap. And that's not always the case. You know what I mean? Yeah, exactly. I don't feel like men often get talked about as sexual assault victims. And I think that's something that we do need to talk about. So we do need to highlight that. And we do need to have a discussion. It's very important. But Cinnamon Arby's is good to lie to tell you're not a bottom. I'm a bottom. Yeah, literally. So we definitely need to we definitely need to talk about fuck! No, don't clip that! Don't clip that! Belfree, thank you so much for the 10. Let's go! Thank you so much! Everybody tell Belfree to the park! Everybody dance now! Oh, dang, I think I was early. I love The Office. Chad, have I ever told you? Oh my God, I have to tell you something so important, Chad. Everybody listen up right now.
Never gonna give you up.
What?
Never gonna let you down. Never gonna run down and desert you.
The timing on that was insane. The timing on that was insane. No. All right, look, Chad, that was amazing. You get a victory. That was good, Chad. That was good, Chad. Now look, I want you to listen to everything that we're gonna go through today. We're gonna talk about it, and I want you to make your own opinion about this, guys. Look, I share this information for you to form your own opinion. I'm gonna tell you what I think, and you can agree or disagree, but it's really important, guys, that you make your own opinion on stuff like this, all right? How you doing this morning, Alert? It's something that helped DEATHBL00MS at all. Skimming through your live thing last night. Kind of reminds you of the CNMI situation. I don't know that one.
Say victim, I would like to thank you wholeheartedly for bringing the fact we can be
no,
victims
anybody can
el-ara
watch you, but you know, this is definitely a situation where I think in the VTubing community in particular, we do need to talk about it. Yeah, Sirio, I'm not gonna be able to show the full document because it just has really shitty editing of like nudes. So I will just take down the screen at that point, but I will read. So but holy shit!
Scare you? Yeah, I bet I did.
Holy fuck! Chad, I have to tell you something important. Listen, Chad. Aya has never seen The Office. She's never watched it, Chat. Is that not a sin to humanity? That's what I'm saying, Chad. I keep trying it. She's like, oh, we have to watch Avatar: The Last Airbender. And I'm like, I don't have time to watch Avatar: The Last Airbender. Yeah, I haven't seen Avatar: The Last Airbender. I'm just as bad. I'm just as bad, Chad. No, I can't say anything. I've never watched Avatar: The Last Airbender. I'm just as bad. I know, Chat. Nope, she's never even seen a single episode. Duct tape her to a chair, make her watch. I feel like it's some of the best media like ever created, Chat. It's so good. It's so good. It's amazing, guys. Okay, look. So I want to take 1 second here. I'm gonna let you guys do the last of your redeems, okay? Because look, we gotta dive into this. It's a very big topic. And I want to make sure that we are taking this discussion very serious, Chat. So I'll let you have your fun for 15 minutes. Go ahead and do your redeems and all that stuff. Get it out of the way because after this, we're going to dive into something very serious, very heavy. And I want to make sure that we keep that tone, guys, because it's very important, guys. It's very important. I think I fully understand how the doc cooked her. But more, it might be my thought process or some reason the interaction just felt like parasocial relationship. The sensation, the biggest part was that she confirmed that she sent unsolicited nudes. And something like that is just, I mean, that's
a lot of damage.
You know what I mean?
How about a little more?
Stop poking me! Stop poking me in the booth! That's not right! Holy shit!
Now that's a lot of damage!
What the fuck was that? What the fuck was that? This is how it feels to stream, chat. This is how it feels to stream. Honestly, just chainsaw him off. I'm okay with that. Just chainsaw him off. What the fuck? Alright, guys, look, I'm turning off all the redeems, okay, guys? Everybody wave goodbye to your channel points. Wave goodbye, everybody. Wave goodbye, chat. Wave goodbye to them, chat. Wave goodbye. Wave goodbye to them. Like your best friend when they move away. Wave goodbye.
This is how it feels to chew 5 gum.
Oh, okay, yeah, you're right. That is exactly how it feels to chew 5 gum. Just being on the stream for 5 seconds. I do want to say thank you for bringing this all to light to all of us. Yeah, absolutely. I feel like, strangely enough, Detective, I don't feel like enough people are talking about this one. I did see a few coverage of it, but obviously the apology came out last night, which is very pertinent that we cover it. I was kind of waiting for a response before I dived into this one. So, all right, chat, here we go. I will leave TTS on until the interviews start, okay, chat? So, everybody do me a favor, you know what to type news! Yeah, it came out last night. Let's dive into it, chat. Nice mustache. Yo, thank you. It's because I'm gay. So, first up, chat. We are going to be talking all day today. Today is just dedicated 100% to this DEATHBL00MS situation. I want you guys to know that. So, now, here's what I want to say. There's a lot of other news I know going on in the Vtuber world. We're going to do a catch-up. We're going to do a catch-up of all that on Friday. I've had so many people send me stories. Thank you guys so much. Again, we will cover that all on Friday. Okay, chat? So, for today, we're just going to be talking about the DEATHBL00MS documents. All right, guys? So first up, let's go take a look here at Killersaw. This is the person who's going to be coming by our stream a little bit later. It mainly is how male sexual assault victims are, like, not mainstream, for lack of better terms. No, I agree. I don't think anybody's highlighted this. And a majority of victims are female and a lot of coverage is never male. Exactly. No, absolutely, Mara. I think that's a very fair statement to make. So, guys, we're going to be talking mostly about Killersaw today. Killersaw is going to be coming out a little bit later, chat. But they were the main person that came out with their document talking about what happened. So here it is. Killersaw saying, this has been in the making for 2 years. DEATHBL00MS must be held accountable for her actions. This is mine and others' experience with her. So, guys, let's take a look here at this document. Now, as you can see here, chat, this one is only about 20 pages. I'm going to show this. Now, this does have some pictures of DEATHBL00MS, which is very easily accessible. She puts it out there anyway. I think I want to make sure that you guys are like, oh, you're doxing, because this information is readily available and on her socials. So I will try my best to avoid showing it, but if I do actually accidentally show some little bit, just know it's very much out there already. So let's take a look here, guys. So the truth about DEATHBL00MS. Now, I don't know if you guys know who DEATHBL00MS is. I guess I could show a little picture here really quick. Just so you know who we're talking about, because there are no pictures of DEATHBL00MS here. So, but it's a DEATHBL00MS. This is the VTuber that we're going to be discussing here. So, first up here. So, introduction. My name is Killersaw. Might not know who I am, but I hope this doesn't make you discount the things I'm about to share with you about the VTuber known as DEATHBL00MS. This has been a document I've been putting off making for a very, very long time. I want to come out about my experience with DEATHBL00MS since August 2022. It's been quite a while. I initially did not want to make a statement about my negative experiences with her, as I felt like it was a personal drama that I had to deal with on my own, and would rather keep to myself so I could move on. I also put this document off due to fear of me potentially being harassed by members of our own community. However, with the recent knowledge I've gathered over the course of 2 years, I have no choice as I know I'm not the only victim. So, chat, just a really quick disclaimer, at least for me. I don't really know DEATHBL00MS. I've kind of chatted with them a few times. They've rated me some. They've been kind of very cordial with me. I spoke to them one time in DMs, and that was kind of it. But I can tell you, Killersaw was actually one of my former Vtuber Academia students. So I know Killersaw pretty well. Or at least more than most people would say that you know somebody, right? I've worked with them. I've looked at their content. I've sat in a call with them for an hour. Like, I could say that I actually know Killersaw a little bit, right? So more so than I know DEATHBL00MS. But I do at least want to just like give you my personal disclaimer as we continue to dive into this today. So guys, just a quick reminder, we're not here to harass. We're here to have a discussion, talk about what's going on, and of course you can make your own decisions if you want to block, move on, whatever. So here's the public PSA chat while I drink my gamer
Before we dive
subs.
into today's story, this is the public PSA. Do not harass anyone. Do not be mean. We are here to discuss today's story in a very positive and
Do not
informational
harass,
way.
chat. Do not harass. All right, here we go. So, the purpose of this document is to create awareness and hold DEATHBL00MS accountable for actions. This is not a witch hunt. This is her victims telling their stories. And by the way, chat, this is multiple victims. So please be respectful and do not harass anybody. This includes DEATHBL00MS. And I want to take that very seriously, chat. I don't want you to harass DEATHBL00MS. Obviously, if what they did is a crime and a horrible thing, we are going to talk about it and we need to, bring it to light to inform and educate. But I don't want you guys, it's not your job to go and enforce justice, right, chat? It's not your job to do that. So please remember that. I'm black and I just want to do bloom, see more left to bad taste in my mouth to prevent issues. So I've been like, have a nice day, move on. Yeah, exactly. I always tell you guys, we don't like something like black and move on, but hang right, chiller. I got you, Zayden. Additionally, the evidence I gathered is sparse. Very difficult to get a lot of ironclad accounts because getting hold of victims has been hard. And a lot of conversations happened in voice chat. I don't want this to be he said, she said. All I can do is ask everybody to read the document carefully and make up their own mind. Very well said. By the way, chat, I'm going to show you everything. We're going to go through her document as well. That way you will get the full 100% story and you can make up your own mind. So the allegations, DEATHBL00MS has used multiple male VTubers, including myself, in order to cheat on her potentially former partner. At no point has she fully disclosed or told the entire truth about the circumstance of a relationship. She did this so she could get sexual favors out of people. Yo, what's up, official? How are you? So, a really quick chat. I know, like, I'm very picky when I do my news now. There's a lot of kind of these interpersonal stories that I don't like to cover. But this one is very, very important, chat. I feel like this is very, very important, like the Dr. Crafty story. Even though this has been publicly disclosed and this does involve people's personal lives, this is pretty rough and we need to talk about it. It needs to be brought to light. It needs to be spotlighted. So, how you doing, official? Hope you're doing well. So, no, during our flirty interactions, she never once gave me any indication she was poly or any form of non-monogamous. Okay, communication is very important, guys. If you are in something or that's not like monogamous, like outside of that, you do have to be upfront with your communication when it comes to those types of things, right? So let's look at the evidence. That's what we're here for. So how do I know this? Back when DEATHBL00MS and I had periodically been flirting and intimate online with each other, she had allegedly living with a roommate. I was led to believe she had dated for only 2 months. Okay, I was led on constantly by her. She kept insisting she wanted to date me and would leave her bad relationship for me, but kept me at arm's length at the same time. I started to get suspicious, rightfully so I had a friend look into it and try to see if my suspicions were confirmed. My friend ended up having a call with Blooms where they found out she'd been dating her partner for almost 3 years, chat. This is the conversation after that call. Yeah, I appreciate that, official, exactly. Like, as soon as I read all this and waited for her reply and kind of like dug into it, I want to show my support as well. I'm not gonna let this reminds me of the Abercrombie incident I just heard about last night. Oh, I don't know about that one. So here's the conversation after the call. Yeah, that's left me confused and conflicted. Plus, she told me they were only dating for 2 months. What? She told me they've been dating for 3 years. He's half German. They are visiting his family in Germany. I don't think she lied to me because she has no reason to, so she lied to you. The chat, we're going to do something a little different today. I want to take some notes about what was said here. So, said they were only dating 2 months and were roommates after. So, I feel like that's kind of important, chat. I do want to keep some notes of this situation just because, like, it's a lot. It's going to get messy. Yeah, it's just cheating with extra steps, right? So afterwards, my friend would carve the other person and get more context. And it would come to find out this person was another victim of hers. Talking to Blank right now, he and Blooms are apparently flirting about 8 months ago and talking about dating. Brain great, thank you so much for 24 months. But never actually dated, and he just likes her a lot too. Afterwards, I decided to cut ties with Death Blooms, blocking her to try to get answers out of me by contacting me on every platform. After meeting Tim, she sent me this message. Killer, I don't know what I did, that you're ghosting me. I'm sorry if I've hurt you. I wish you well and good luck with your donathon. Goodbye. Okay, so cut ties. That is one of the worst experiences of my entire VTuber career. Let me genuinely scared to interact with other streamers. Absolutely. I genuinely liked her at the time and thought we could have been in a relationship. Yeah, I would say that's naive, but nonetheless, I feel valid in faulting her for purposely leading me in order to stroke her ego. Absolutely. That's a very fair take. It took a lot of efforts from friends to help me get back to a place where I felt comfortable getting close to others again. I mean, makes sense to me. I think it makes sense to you, right, chat? Like, I mean, it might have been a little naive to think that maybe you could have been in a relationship, but nonetheless, that hurts your ego and it hurts your ability to want to reach out to other people because you're led on by this person, right? That sucks. That's horrible. Nobody should have to deal with that much. Right now, it's, from what we can see, it's this extreme dishonesty, you know, and potentially cheating. We need a little bit more evidence, but I'll tell you, chat, I'm pretty sure it's there. Anonymous, so Death Bloom partnered other victims. An anonymous source had shared with me several victims of Death Bloom who had all agreed to remain anonymous for the sake of this document, therefore have been censored. That's great. Even if you can figure out who these people are, I encourage you not to contact them or spread their names around. Their accounts are incredibly important for this document, and they are very brave for sharing their experiences and agreeing to have them made public. These screenshots reveal a history of sexual manipulative behavior and unprofessionalism. They also indicate several instances where Death Bloom has cheated on her partner or has led people to believe that she has no partner. So first up, let me introduce you to Death Bloom's partner. Note the dates as well. These posts are all made on a public Instagram account that's owned by and linked to Death Bloom's and their social media accounts. It takes surprisingly little effort to find. So I want to point that out, chat, because, you know, I don't even have to like, oh, you're doxing. Like, this stuff is on her public accounts that you can easily find. So here's some pictures. Of course, this is from 2020 and 2021. Here's another one, 2023. So we have pictures from pics through 2020 to 2023, confirming the relationship. Okay, so that's there. I spelled relationship wrong, but you know what? Don't fault me for it. Here's more. And this is Darcy and the Mage, Death Bloom's partner, 4 years. Again, all of this is public on our Instagram account. I decided to censor the names as a safety measure, and that is very appreciated. On top of that, Darcy has made appearances on Death Bloom's stream before, so his name is not entirely unknown. He's even been a face cam stream in 2021, dressed up as Lady D. But the Instagram account is not incredibly active. Bloom still posts it from time to time. Her latest post was made August 2024 and have been liked by Darcy, indicating they are still together. I mean, just because it's been liked doesn't mean they're still together, but I mean, it's a fair assumption to make. I don't know if I would unnecessarily assume that, but there's probably pictures of them together. I'm not going to go snoop right now. But even if they are not, the dates show that have been dating at that time, she's still leading other people on. So it doesn't even matter, chat. Now on to the victims. This is probably the most important one, as Bloom says, specifically expressed to this person that she would leave her partner for him. The evidence was gathered in October 2023, but his person tied with Death Bloom happened in May 2023. I'm always gonna be proud of yours. Yes, and I know you'll always be close, but yours don't share. That worries me. Not nearly as much as my house moving, but it piles up. Or the fact that my car just died. I'm sure it's just the batteries. Maybe. We're fine. We're gonna be fine, and I so want your toy to be here. I'm so stressed. I have not been horny at all because my head still hurts. All right, I won't ask for smexy time then. I think it's so much you feel like your use is a pawn. Right, exactly. Like you're just used for somebody's personal pleasures and fantasies, right? I do want you in my life. I wish you could instantly leave everything behind me to be there. You can't though. This is what we need to figure out what you want. For now, I can't because I need time. You want to be, so take your time each month. As for last time, find what you want once you're done with all that. I'll be waiting as a friend, like I said before. If you don't mind me asking them, I'll make it quick because they need to lay down. All right, if I break things up, are you sure you want us. So they're having a discussion of literally like, okay, I want to leave my partner and, you know, be with you. Live in the area, you should figure it out. If you want to break up first, don't think about me. Handle your boy first and foremost. Don't use me as a tool to break it off with him. That using you, taking the time to understand what you want. Please listen to me. I have feelings for you. It's genuine. It's a big step for me to leave everything behind. My apartment, my family, my country. Are you sure you want us? I will do what's done within this month. So basically confirming, yeah, I'm going to make this happen within the month, chat. I mean, there it is, you know? But then I do, it's not about you, it's about me and how I feel. Don't want to continue being friends. I'm sorry you feel that way. Why are you deleting messages? Oh, that's a little light. Yeah, that's a little damning. That's yaks. I don't know what I'm doing. I'm not okay. I haven't felt this way for a long time. It's stupid. I still want to be friends. I understand if you're not. Blank, we just needed to wait till we met. That's all I asked. I told Blank and Blank. And earlier, everyone in the call made fun of me leaving. Only time will tell, but I want closure. You're not the only one here. I had feelings as well. I'm not asking you to leave everything I know. I'm telling you to figure out your issues. And I will. No, this is 2023. Once you figure it all out with Dark, then talk to me. I'm tired of lingering in limbo. I will be your friend until then, nothing more. I know who I am and what I want, where I'm going, and what you do the same. Let me know. I'm happy we met, and that's why I want to stay friends. So I hope you have a great time on your trip, and stay safe until then, and I wish you well. Okay? So probably the best I gotta have is the messages show DEATHBL00MS talking about leaving your partner for this victim, which we did see, chat. He also specifically talks about them being sexual with each other. That's true. But the dates, this conversation only happened 2 days before Bloom left for a trip to Europe with her boyfriend and his family. Ooh. Okay, 2 days before the vacation, he talked to another man about breaking things up with Darcy to be with him instead. That's a yikes, chat. That's a yikes. So let's keep reading here because I think that we're seeing these people are led on by this person. I don't know if the husband knows. Even if they did know, the fact that she did not communicate that to people is really, really damning, chat. Like you gotta communicate that kind of stuff to other people if you're in a non-monogamous relationship. And I think we all can agree to that, right, chat? Like that's just a very straightforward thing. You know what I mean? So here is anonymous victim number 2. This is somebody who, similar to me, was led on by DEATHBL00MS. Much like me, I expected them. Thanks for the follows, guys. Much like me, expected them to end up dating. He displayed behaviors that claiming this person is hers and acted jealous about him showing interest in somebody else. This victim specifically was not aware that DEATHBL00MS had a partner. Look, I don't know the dates on all this, but like talking to like a bunch of other people all at the same time while you just have another partner and not informing all these other people, it just feels weird. I mean, I guess you're allowed to just go out and talk and do whatever you want, but I don't know, it feels off, right, chat? Oh yeah, she used to claim me as a little cup to mom. I can't even send a thing she did to me, my pup with a collar with her tag on it, and I believe could have her saying I'm her little cup. She's done it for at least a year. She did it with me and a few friends, even as far as claiming us to an extent. Cup, I know I didn't put much in here because I want to send it to you. It's more personal and intimate. This comes to the death of my corp. I know we've had our differences and a lot of things that didn't make sense, but one thing is clear and simple, that I don't want to lose what we have, the bond between a protecting a cup and a succubus, to protect him back and forth. And I really like you. You make me feel a certain way that not many people are able to achieve. Reason why I get possessive over you. That's icky. That feels icky. We haven't known each other for long, but since we did, it was instant connection. To be honest, I have no words to really describe it. It feels like we're seeing the same thing kind of brought up, just with different words, right? We saw that with a person before. Now we're seeing it again. What's up, crazy? How are you? I want to apologize. I've been weird. Been going through a lot of stuff, and I warned you about it since I'm alone as fuck. I can be super insecure because people I mean, I don't know what she meant by alone, but to me that would insinuate that you are single. You know what I mean? What's up, Nikto? How are you? Having been hurting my whole life, I am scared and broken. But around you, I feel happy and safe, and not having you around, it's like I will fall into this void, defenseless. The succubus is nothing without her. Blank. I wish you all a very happy birthday. I do hope things will get better between us, because I miss all of it. Every second with you, I'm so proud of everything you achieve and tune up. And he will achieve as well, and she'll grow bigger together. Let's roll the internet, break it even. It feels like she just wanted... Why do people cheat, chat? It's insecurity. It's wanting attention that they're not getting from their original relationship. But chat, if you were having these problems in your main relationship, be honest with those people and solve your issues. Do not cheat on somebody. That is the worst thing that you can do to somebody, guys, is cheat on somebody. As somebody that has been cheated on multiple times, it is the worst feeling in the world. The last one is DEATHBL00MS birthday message. Becomes very apparent what kind of relationship they had. Okay, I can see what you're kind of putting down here. So here we go. Okay, yeah, people before you, don't give me time of date like you have, but you straight up said you can date somebody young because people labeling you as a cradle snatcher. I mean, I've dated younger guys. You told me you wouldn't date me because I was young and stuff. Like I'm turning 22. Little cub, what? And then since this, never mind. Yeah, sorry. Single Pringle, eh? Are we dating? Oh, she straight up said she was single here. She literally straight up said she was single. And even if she was in a non-monogamous relationship where her partner knew about it, she certainly led them on and misinformed them right there. If she's poly, whatever, right? You did not communicate with everybody involved. She's made my husband lose trust and sleep because of her behavior. I appreciate you going over this. Killer is hard-headed, but didn't deserve to be lied to. No, 100% agreed, Neko. 100% agreed. Nobody deserves this, right? And it's sad that it's come to this point where we've had to post all this personal information, but honestly, chat, you can't do this stuff and get away with it. I think Nick Dev said something, I saw him say, it was like, being silent is like consenting to that being okay, right? I think you worded it much more eloquently, but nonetheless, guys, like, we gotta talk about this stuff. We have to talk about this because you not talking about it is a problem. Then we have a talk about you being romantic. Never mind. I was gonna be romantic, but you told me distance. We went deep. Go to the Guardian Wolf. It's all good, bud. I should have known you weren't serious when you said you had feelings for me. I was serious, but you said distance. We couldn't. Well, okay, feel. Oh, you got me worried. I got mad, and yes, I'm gonna title special time of my man on a special date. You're streaming it how long? I mean, that really implies to me that you are in a relationship with this person, but they can be read different ways. So, you know, people don't really seem to realize that other people have feelings the way they behave. It looks like, sure. So I know we're doing less setups and about to have somebody install a computer bar. Oh yeah, it used to be me. Exactly. You have to communicate, chat. I'm gonna say it again. If you're in a non-monogamous relationship, you have to communicate with all parties. Period. That's you have to do that. I'm sorry. That's what open and honesty is about. These are out of order and dates, so I'm gonna read this one. We have said we couldn't date because of distance. I want you in my life. You're a closest friend I have. Please don't go when you are not useless for having feelings. Here you said a closest friend. That's what I needed to hear. I'm afraid from acting romantically. You're on stream fine for content only. Okay, so kind of a little bit of a guilt tripping, but whatever, right? Again, that's interpersonal, whatever. I really behave like I do with friends, and it'll stop being mad. We said we could never be more than close friends because of the distance. You told me that yourself. So we had a little bit of a break here from the 9th of August to the 20th of August, where it says, hey, boop. Blooms, you're a friend, so I hope to get your support. I'm talking to somebody else, and I'm trying to date them. I care for you as a friend, but this possessiveness may need to be turned down a bit. And you need to understand my feelings have become towards somebody else. And I want to get to see if it works with them. You're one of my friends that I hope to support me on this. Sure, all good, we're good. Just want to know you're important, Pad's Cub. I know, and I'm grateful because you're important to me as well. Yeah, Killer will be here in about an hour and 20 minutes, guys. So we're going to talk with them. So please know how she contradicts herself to keep him on the hook. He says she won't date him to gaslight him by saying it's obvious he isn't serious about it. Yeah, I didn't really like that. That felt manipulative, but and he gets upset when he talks about wanting to see somebody else. Yeah, she definitely was like, oh yeah, okay, great, whatever. You can see that right here. Yeah, sure, all good, we're good. Just want to make sure you know you're important. Like, that doesn't feel so great to me. The date of this is between July and August 2022. Williams and Darcy were definitely dating at this time, which we saw by the pictures. So, chat, can we stop here and 100% agree that she was still in a relationship at this point when she talked to people? I think we can stop and confirm that by the pictures, the dates, everything that we've seen. Can we nail that on the board, chat? All right, was 100% a relationship while talking to these people. So I think it's important to put that. Again, chat, we will look at all of the evidence. There's a lot to dive into, but nonetheless, that is a confirmed thing as by the dates. So here we go. Hey, question had some talks with DEATHBL00MS, right? They interviewed a person, Killersaw did, and it wished to remain anonymous. So they said, you talked to DEATHBL00MS before, right? Did she ever mention she is single? No, but I would assume that she is the type for missing all she was sending. I never knew she even had a boyfriend, but I don't know how well they are jokes or not, but they're pretty flirtatious. So, take this one as you will, chat. This isn't like, confirmed. It's not like the super most damning thing, but it does add a little bit of extra context to everything we've talked about. I wouldn't say she tried to date me, but she definitely something else. She tried to F you then. Well, she tried online stuff, but it was kind of dull until they just gave up. You can't be doing that stuff online. You can't be doing that stuff online when you're in a relationship and they don't know about it. Now, here's the thing, chat. If she could confirm somewhere that she told all of these people and she confirmed with her husband, then that would exonerate her. But is that in here? No, it's not in here. Is it a short conversation this person, Dr. DEATHBL00MS, sometime in 2022 as well? Although no specific date was given, this conversation took place in November 2023. All right. Okay, so this victim had unsolicited nudes. Whoa, what? Time out! This victim had unsolicited nudes sent to them repeatedly, even after being told to not do so. Oh, no. 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 Absolutely not. Absolutely not. Absolutely not. Yeah, Killersaw, this was Ruinous, wasn't it? I'll definitely verify with you a little bit more stuff coming out, but this right here, unacceptable, chat, unacceptable. I have a lot of links we gotta look at after this document here. DEATHBL00MS excused her behavior by saying she didn't think a Vtuber would be bothered by receiving nudes. Yeah, I know, Nick, though, I know.
Say it with me, chat. Constant. Freaking. Matters.
You tried to excuse this by saying, I'm a Vtuber? They're a Vtuber, it's okay? Bro, have you not heard the news on the street? That consent is sexy? Guys, just because you create adult content does not mean that you're not allowed to boundaries. That is fucking disgusting. That is disgusting. Assuming because they're a Vtuber, they don't have boundaries. Nah, bro. Hi, are you mad at me or something? I sent you pretty distant. Did I do something? Blank. I'm not mad. I'm just uncomfy. There's been a few times that you've just sent shit unsolicited, but I said something to you about asking first. So again, I'm not mad. I'm just distant because I don't feel super comfy around you. And rightfully fucking so. I feel you on that. I didn't want to say anything more on it because I've said something before and I was hoping it'd stop, but it didn't, chat. You'll need to apologize or anything. Just ask before you send stuff, and ideally time will cure the uncomfortableness. Well, I'm still apologizing because I didn't know about your discomfort, and you should have voiced out instead of things bottling it up. Just to be sure, when you say send unsolicited things, what do you mean, pictures, venting? I would like to know so I don't make the same mistakes in ignorance again. I think it's unfair to punish me for not knowing what I did wrong. I'm not gonna beg or anything, but if you really think me as a friend, I'm gonna be really appreciative of you to explain this situation properly. and give our friendship another try. Else, I suppose we're going to be fellow content creators that know each other. I mean, I'm not punishing you at all, just stating that my lack of comfort has made me less inclined to reach out. That is a fair fucking reaction. It isn't me trying to get revenge, justice, or whatever. It's just me prioritizing my comfort. Why didn't you block her? Well, Belfry, at that time, here's the thing, Belfry. When stuff happens, sometimes we don't always deal with it in the way that's necessarily the best. Sometimes we're scared. Sometimes we don't know what to do. Sometimes we consider these people friends. And we think when they made a mistake, even though this thing they did is absolutely horrible. Hindsight's 20/20, right? I did voice before not to send me loot things out of the blue, and it did happen more times than the first that I voiced my discomfort about. Each time you didn't ask, each time you didn't ask, you just kind of sent shit, which was what I voiced the discomfort about before. I'm pretty sure I voiced it again at one point, but I could have not. Either way, which doesn't matter. I did mention it before at least once. Guys, you can't do that. You cannot do that. How are you, Vape? We were talking about DEATHBL00MS. Every time I was hoping that you would stop doing it, and I wouldn't have to confront you about it. I'm not really bottling anything up. I'm not mad. I'm not holding a grudge. I'm just feeling of discomfort. Wow, this is really damning. Really, really damning. In chat, I'm going to show you guys in her response. She actually confirms this. Which I think is probably the most damning part of all of it. What's up, Kenji? Each time I was hoping that you would stop doing it and then I wouldn't have to confront you about it. I'm not really bottling anything up. I'm not mad. I'm not holding a grudge. It's just a feeling of discomfort. That discomfort can fade with time, as I said. Just as long as you don't repeat the behavior, and I'm open to getting things better and possibly back to a comfortable friendship. That's better than most people do. All I'm asking for you is not to happen again, and for you to respect my comfort levels with you and how long it might take. Fair enough, I didn't think sending you pics that I put on Twitter would be such a problem. Guys, just because something's posted on Twitter, which, again, you're posting whatever, not safe for work stuff on Twitter, that's your choice. That doesn't mean that everybody subscribes to that type of content, right? Some people don't like that stuff. Some people block it. Some people remove it from their timelines, like I do. I remove a lot of that stuff from my timelines. I don't like fraud on my timeline. You know what I mean? Like, I don't want that not safe for work. Do I still support not safe for work creators? 100%. I just don't really want to see a bunch of naked booba, on my timeline, guys. I'm looking for news normally, but I scroll Twitter. So, and you do from time to time tell me to check your not safe for work stuff. But anyway, but that's different. That's different. You know what I mean? What's up, Cactus? How are you? I wasn't expecting a YouTuber to be uncomfy with sexy pics. People are inclined to their own fucking... People can have boundaries! Oh my god. If you say, oh, go check out my not safe for work stuff, you didn't just send it in their DMs and be like, bam, there's all my stuff in front of your face. You know what I mean? That makes no sense. But make sure to disable it again. Good luck with your stuff. I can't really tell what this is, so I'm just gonna read this. It looks like a screenshot. I don't have anything for the other time. She deleted sending shit. Any apologies for sending stuff. Also, she deleted a lot of the stuff here. Killersaw, I might ask you about this one. If you can maybe clarify on this one. I'm gonna put a little note on that. We'll save that for later. But we'll keep scrolling. I believe you imagine this happening with a male person sending unsolicited nude to a female person, and when asked to stop, claiming she couldn't be bothered because she's a YouTuber. That's it. Okay, Killer, I got you. Yeah, well, we'll talk about it. No worries, sweetheart. It is so sad to me, chat. It is so sad to me. Thank you, Guav. Make sure you ping me in it. I'll be glad to take a look at it. This is so sad that there's such a double standard like that, because honestly, chat, in my eyes, I don't feel like I can argue against Killersaw on this point. He's right, and that's really sad. That's really sad. There's an absolute double standard there. I'm so sorry, guys, that you have had to deal with this. This is horrible. This also be taking a picture of DEATHBL00MS accent. You know, she expects people to want her and get sour when they don't. The date for this is December 2022. Williams and Darcy were definitely dating at this time. Right? This conversation happened in October 2023. The victim in question has been sexual with Blooms through a voice call only days prior to it. No. I said he's right. Not Mike. I said he's right. Victim in question has been sexual with Blooms through a voice call only days prior to it. They also talked about doing sexual things at TwitchCon. He was aware that she wasn't single, but says she couldn't be in a rough relationship and pattern repeats from when she was leading me on. Yeah, I got a weird question is kind of a tied to a story, but basically, did Blooms ever approach you, flirted with you? Yeah. Has she been super explicitly flirted, like trying to be more serious with you? And she said to be single? Yeah, I figured it was in her nature not single though. She did say she had a rough relationship. I will say a lot of people do this as like a, almost like an escape. Which guys, if you're going through a rough relationship, that's fine. But again, you need to resolve that before you start acting in a certain way towards other people, right? Just be honest, be communicative. I feel like people say, oh, I was in a rough relationship, so it justified me talking to somebody else. No! It doesn't! Communicate with your fucking partner first, and then you can talk to other people! I really hate that excuse because I've gotten that excuse a million times too. I've talked to girls, I've talked to guys, then they're like, oh, I'm in a rough relationship, but you know, let's go out on a date. I'm like, no, figure out your own shit. I don't want anything to do with you until you're single. You know what I mean? Can I bother you for a screenshot of that if you have it? Now, I was in a voice call, but I can't confirm. She did say it was a rough relationship, and it didn't seem to be going well. Voice call roughly when they said it. It was on the 19th, talk for roughly an hour, 19th of October, like 3 days ago. Yes. Oh my God, a pretty recent overall thing. That's a damn shame. I appreciate the info. As for details, no details on the boyfriend or anything. Just that he hasn't had sex in a while, and they've been kind of distant. That's not that. Okay, but that's between you and your boyfriend. All that stuff before reaching out to somebody over a sexual voice chat. I mean, that guy was clearly like he knew about it. But did the husband know about it? Or her boyfriend or fiance, whatever it is, like, did he know about it? That's the questions here, chat. How dare I confirm confidentially that they weren't mentioning anybody about dating. Ever in the voice chat, we both flirted back and forth after seeing each other at TwitchCon. A little bit of intention there. Conclusion: there are merely a small handful of victims shown, but from my investigation in this matter has gathered, there have been dozens of other victims. Not all people have been talked to or put in this document either because they preferred to not have other screenshots in it or because their accounts weren't solid enough. Now, I will tell you, I read this from Cherry Berry. And I don't want you to attach yourself to this number, but I want to freely share this information that I saw. Cherry Berry was saying that there's over, allegedly, chat, I'm going to make sure I highlight the word allegedly, there are almost up to 30 victims involved with this. So take that with a grain of salt, but I'll throw that out. Right, it's alleged. There are also accounts of DEATHBL00MS trying to get free art or other favors out of people by means sexual or using your platform, but not enough accounts have been gathered to create a solid case in that part. You can feel free to speak up if you experience this. So remember, chat, that is alleged, but we do see here a lot of people did not want to be in this document. So I'd be a little bit more willing to believe it's a higher number, especially if Killersaw did reach out to people. And maybe Killersaw can elaborate on that when it comes on here in about an hour. Men can be victims of sexual abuse, absolutely. And thank you for speaking up and telling your story, Killersaw, because I feel like this is so important for this person to lead on to these people, getting unsolicited nudes. This is not okay, right? Being led on to lie to in order to solicit sexual favors out of people is, in its core, sexual abuse. I'm not 100% sure of whether this would fall under sexual abuse. Like, if I read this, I would say, yes, that's sexual abuse. This might be a legal mindset question. There's probably an argument to be made. But for me, I look at this and I think it's sexual abuse. I think it falls under the definition, right, chat? Terminology typically related to institutes of higher education. That's sexual misconduct. Sexual assault means any non-consensual sexual acts. Oh, yeah, no, I mean, that's... Yeah, sending unsolicited nudes is a non-consensual sexual act. Sexual manipulation, I mean, there's no consent, freely given agreement to have sexual intercourse or sexual conduct, as indicated by words or overt actions by a person legally and functionally competent. Yeah, I mean, that's sexual abuse. Takes place when a person knowingly causes another person to engage in a sex act by threatening or placing the other person in fear or somebody engaged in a sexual act, but the person is incapable of praising the nature of the act or unable to give consent. There you go, chat. Sorry, I was reading sexual assault, not sexual abuse. There you go. Absolutely. Again, imagine if I didn't 100% know the definition, so I definitely needed to read it. So I'm glad we dived into that. Yeah, absolutely, ID. I don't think it's that difficult. I'm sorry. Again, imagine if these roles were reversed. I don't think it's that difficult as these kinds of scenarios have happened before. When male VTubers taking advantage of women, if this was such a case, the accused person would be allowed to step foot into this community again. And chat, I'm going to pause here because we've had several cases. We just talked about one. Dr. Crafty. And guys, he's done. He's toast. And rightfully so. You know what I mean? And in this case, it should be the exact same thing. There should be no double standard here. DEATHBL00MS action should be taken any less seriously. Can we fucking clap for that? Yes. Can we clap for that? It should not be taken any less seriously. Preach. Absolutely preach. Every single thing she's done is something that I'm sure you could find a doc about concerning a male VTuber. Absolutely, chat. Getting unsolicited nudes, getting sexual favors from people by using her platform or popularity, lying about a relationship, status, and hiding her partner from people she's involved with. Very important that she did not, again, chat, she did not tell everybody involved in this. She shouldn't get away with these things because she's a woman. You shouldn't get away with it, period, whatever you identify as or whatever it is, right? Like, if you do something bad, you deserve the consequences that go along with it. But there's absolutely 100%, as Killersaw said here, men can be victims of sexual abuse, guys. There is absolutely a double standard. And I've seen from some of the reactions. Maybe people didn't read the document, I don't know. But I agree with what you're saying there. I think that's very fair. I think that's absolutely a fair take. What do you guys think of that? I'd love to get your opinion about this. Very true, Vector. Very true. It's very sad. I used to have a lot of friends that have gotten bigger, and they changed quite a lot, and it's really sad. I know some people that started out, they got a little bit popular, and they changed a lot, and then ultimately now they're back where they started. You know what I mean? They're not growing. But I feel like that's a very good point, Vector. You give people power, and they'll take off the mask for sure. So here we go. If people cannot make that fully informed decision, very fair. Yes, we will be reading that Booba Cafe. It said DEATHBL00MS has come to be a single Pringle, or to be in a rough relationship, stating she would end it to be with somebody else, as we saw. I want to point this out, Chad. There's multiple people across like all of this time. So even if they're like, oh, like, you know, it was rough with my partner. Were you in a rough relationship for 3 years? You know what I mean? You were in a rough relationship for that long? No, you were definitely leading people on. There's no excuse for that. It's unclear if Darcy is aware of this behavior. He could be as much a victim as everybody else who's been mentioned. That is not the case, chat. He could be aware of DEATHBL00MS' deceiving acts and tolerate them. That is the case. I do not know, and it's not my place to speculate about it. The fact remains that DEATHBL00MS lied to people and leads them on for her own sick pleasures. It was heavily edited. What? You know, I have a download of it, I believe. We'll take a look at it. Again, many of these screenshots are sparse. A lot of the conversations DEATHBL00MS has with their victims happen in VC when it's almost impossible to keep a record. But I hope that's what's been gathered here will be enough to make sure it doesn't happen to anybody else. Been going on for years has to stop. It took a lot of time, effort, and courage from everybody involved to create this document. Absolutely. Guys, send your love to them. I want to thank everybody who helped me make it, especially people who step forward to talk about their experience. Do not judge the victims for being led on. There's a person who used them, and again, respect the anonymity of these people. I've chosen to take this step and to know what it could do to my career as a VTuber, so I take full responsibility no matter what happens. And chat, I want to state that as well. I 100% want to state that up front. Anytime I cover something serious, especially like this, I take full responsibility on my VTubing career in covering these types of stories. I take responsibility of that. There were 2 drafts. Well, I have one downloaded, I think the original, so I think we'll look at that one. I'm not trying to end DEATHBL00MS' career either. I'm only trying to make sure the victims get the justice that they deserve. I had an opportunity to come out about this 2 years ago, but I didn't have enough evidence or the courage to step forward. For that, I am sorry. I hope that this matter can be put to rest and she is held accountable for her actions. Guys, if you want to, you can post it in my Discord under news stories. I think I have the first one, but yes, I know ID. Yeah, I know on that one. So there you go. There is Killersaw's document, chat. So now that we have gone through it, how do you feel so far, chat? Because I do want to show you some reactions, and then of course we'll kind of look at some of these other things as well. But I just want to take a moment to pause right here since we finally went through it. I mean, it's very damning, chat. I mean, for somebody to say like, oh, you sent them unsolicited nudes. Nah, that's okay. And she admitted to it as well. So I feel like it's just right there already, you know? That right there, I think, is the, you know, the smoking gun, right, chat? Always get a bad vibe from her. Never followed her. Neither did my boyfriend. Yeah, I mean, Monarch, I told Killersaw. I'm not really going to share it publicly, but
even if
you
the
know,
nature of the Vtuber community / industry has sexual humor, it should be obvious that it's not a dating ground to sleep around.
Absolutely.
Unless a female online wants to be serious, I just keep it consensual with the play flirting and keep it moving.
Absolutely.
There is always the dangerous potential to cause conflicts of interest. It's best to
Very
focus
true.
on self-love, even in a relationship.
Very, very true. You know what's funny, Toast, is nobody flirts with me because they're afraid of me. So guys, let's go look. Let's go look at some of the responses here. Of what was said about this document. Now I want to go look at another couple posts about this. So first up, of course, Nick just saying I had an encounter with her. I think Phil never went anywhere. My gut was telling me that something was up. We have one here from Vita saying, I'm so sorry that you and others were treated like this killer. It's not okay, but thank you for sharing to warn everybody. Oh yeah, that's true. You fear Aya, not me. Oh my god. Pot says, admittedly, she apologized to me for things she did that made me uncomfortable recently. But I know she told with a lot of others, including trying to use flirting and sex appeal to get free art and assets from some of my artist friends in the past. What? Podge is such a sweet being too. If Podge says something, you know it's pretty rough. I always believe Podge. She did talk about this on her stream chat. Amara saying, you know, it's really fucked up. I'm sorry you and the others regardless. Oh, I'm sorry you and the others regardless if it came forward or not. I had to deal with all of this, and I hope you can start to move on now that this is out there. Agreed. So guys, let's go look at a very important statement that was made by Ruinous Inferno. Ruinous Inferno says, men can be sexually harassed too. I was victim number 4 in this document. I did speak to Ruinous as well. And there was something that he specifically did want me to share with you guys. But let me read this first. Never said anything because I thought there was no point. I assume nobody cared because it's not this. It's not typical. It's a woman doing this to a man. But I don't want to face this alone. Please stand by Killersaw and commit his bravery. I agree. So let me tell you. I want to tell you what Rune has said to me. There was something very important that he wanted me to make sure that I, you know, stated to you guys. In making you aware of. So, in this, guys, when we're talking about this was a case of that they said no multiple times. And she didn't care and just kept doing it. And when he put his foot down about it, right, chat? He just said that, he should want unsolicited nudes just because he's a lewd tuber. I want to make sure I pointed that out, chat. And that was something Arunus wanted to make sure that I highlighted. And I agree. I think that was very, very damning evidence against her. So let's go kind of look at some of the reactions here. And I will tell you guys, there is the full VOD of her stream addressing it. We're not going to go through it, but I'm going to do something very rare here, chat. I will tell you that Killersaw and el-ara actually went through that VOD. And I do feel like the coverage of it was very fair. So I would encourage you to go check out that. If you want to watch the full VOD of kind of how she responded to it. I'll point out some clips and stuff. I do have the full VOD. I'll link you to it. But I will also be talking to Killer about that as well. I've watched the VOD myself. I do have a few questions in regards to that. So Cherry Berry saying going to write a bit more on this. The stream is over. 2 years ago, Killer told me about DEATHBL00MS. Told me he felt bad for her because of her relationship. How she said she'd leave her boyfriend for him. She'd only been dating a couple months. Well, that's a lie. At the time, how they were intimate because her boyfriend didn't want her, I thought it was sus. I told him it's a bad idea to go after her. And then I talked to Blooms at the time. I was a fairly new streamer and just making connections. But I ended up in voice chat with her pretty quickly. What she didn't know was that I was friends with Killer. She revealed she'd been dating her boyfriend for about 2 years at the time, and they were going to visit a family in Germany. Hearing this was like a punch in the gut because I immediately pieced together what she was doing. Yes, Ma, I'm going to link it to you. There's two things I cannot stand: bigots and liars, especially liars who take advantage of other people's needs and vulnerabilities to get some kind of pleasure out of it. DEATHBL00MS is a disgusting individual, and I think she told people I was mad at her because she didn't want to date my friend. Now, I'm mad because she's doing this to dozens of my friends. She's been lying and manipulating people, using them to cheat on a partner. You know what? Phone sex? You make up your own minds as to why she did it and why she's fucked up for it. Also, every single male VTuber did something like this. Use people, cheat on a partner, etc. Was canceled for it, and that's absolutely true. In no way she got away with it because she has a pair of booba. I'm very proud of Killer for coming out with this. I think we all are, by the way. And thankful for people who share this story. Don't blame the victims, hold her responsible. So let's keep digging here, chat. There were a few more responses I want to point out to you. Yes, it is. So here we have one from Valero saying, imagine getting called out for incriminating allegations and your mods immediately start quieting any actual questions for your extremely irresponsible actions involving emotional manipulation, sexual abuse, and harassment. It's not a good look, DEATHBL00MS. And blocking messages and people just because you don't like the questions being asked, and swapping to subscriber only mode and follow only mode after gloating about this trauma, getting views and publicity. Thank Jesus for our brilliant former client Mitsuki, who told me I shouldn't clap or interact with you anymore, especially last year during the time I started fansly streaming. So again, chat, she did address this on her stream, and this was kind of the reaction that they did here. So the only time you give me the time of day was when you had the possibility of telling me, thank God she told me otherwise, and had me take a break from fansly. You should apologize profusely. Actually feel sorry for what you've done. No model, no PNG show in the face of the woman who hurt so many countless people. Those who I know as my own friends. And lastly, as a lewd tuber has existed in the VTuber space, around you for more than 4 years now, you know damn well that consent is not a continuous thing. You ask every time. Even if it's a jokey or flirty manner, you still ask. Very true. When it comes to any adult stuff like this, chat, absolutely true. We understand this fundamental fact, and yeah, for years now. So you, who is one of the most influential lewd tubers in a blind eye, towards an entirely unacceptable and irrationally inexcusable, apologize and F off like Poppy did. So as you can see, guys, so she didn't cheat on you, but all the other messages that coincided with one each other, it's just being forgotten. They're still leading on how many different people. As you can see, chat, these messages got deleted. I mean, it is her stream. Multiple people weren't aware of your relationship. It's very true. I mean, it's her stream and she can do what she wants on it. But I feel like you need to treat this very carefully. And it's ultimately just going to hurt the overall argument, right? It's going to hurt the perception of the argument for you to treat it this way, right? If you did this kind of stuff, you can't just block everybody and ignore it. You got to talk about it. You got to provide the evidence that you didn't do anything. And if you don't have that, then don't stream until you have it. You know what I mean? No, no, it totally 100% Booba Cafe. But here's the thing. Let's understand the context a second. She did make a stream that was like, this is the truth about DEATHBL00MS. She also made a tweet that was like, hey, I'm gonna address what's going on, right? So if you're gonna do that, it looks very bad from a PR sense for you to not address what's actually going on. Don't get me wrong. It is her stream. She can do whatever she wants. But if you're going to actually address it, address the questions. Or if that's the case, wait until you can make an official document before you stream. You know what I mean? So guys, let's go see what Killersaw had to say. He did have a little bit more to say, chat. Killersaw's follow-up here was, I don't mix my work life and personal life together. Really tried to force a poly relationship on somebody fairly recently. Well, let's take a look here at this. So too much honestly. I do the biting, yeah, but not the blood sucking. I have my own way of tasting, if you know what I mean. She's in my arms as we speak, watching me say goodnight to you. Kiss her goodnight for me is excited for a collab as well. Can you just ask her what game we're playing? Or visual learner, just talking about something here. Because I do personally ask, are you guys like poly or something? We are not poly, although I do understand that misconception. We're both very lewd, sus people, and enjoy talking the way we do. We're also both very affectionate. We allow each other the freedom to essentially do basically anything in public formats, but keep DMs relatively safe for work, unless discussing projects. So no sexting or trading IRL nudes, but much anything else is basically fine. I couldn't let somebody else try to lay claim to my wife in earnest. I'm too territorial, pretty possessive for that. Okay, that's what I thought, which is perfectly understandable, and I respect it. It's a discussion we might have someday, but for now, we're comfy knowing we are each other's greatest priorities, and that nobody can take that away from each other. That's very sweet. Are you sweet one? How's the wife doing? The sweet ones always taste best. No, she is doing good. Work is kicking her butt this week, but she's looking forward to her time with you on Monday. Was all giddy about it earlier. It's kind of adorable. We'll have to taste and see how sweet you can be. Yeah, blank. I'll work a lot, it seems like. For you all, for a sample, whatever you wish to partake, like you sink your teeth in and get a good taste. Probably cuddle her in bed right now instead of talking to me. In a discussion we might have someday, but for now we are comfy knowing we're each other's greatest, yeah. I do prefer precious over other words. So thank you for that, but yes, I hope you have a wonderful day. I'm excited to watch you make my wife absolutely melt. And we should definitely play some video together sometime soon. If it's not just us two, but with Blank as well. I'm gonna start time for the evening as I'm struggling to mess with another hand since Blank has stolen my other arm, and I should probably get some sleep. Good night, Blank. It feels a little forceful. Almost like trying to inject themselves into the polycule a little bit. I think me and your wifey can show you plenty. Oh, and one more thing I wanted to see with her. If she want to get art together, she says whatever my good succubus desires play. And we'll have extra lessons if you would like to have my wife help you demonstrate. You guys come as a package. I adore the wife a lot, so sure. Can't figure out what games to play. I think in context with everything else, it certainly adds to making everything very damning. I feel like the guy was very like, he stated a lot of stuff like, hey, like, you know, here is oh my god, did you make one of me? That's so cool. I know we deleted it, but that was kind of cool. Okay, thank you, yeah. I'm sorry to get distracted. That was a little cool. Yeah, it's only 5 months ago. Again, it just adds to the context of everything that we've seen, chat. It's just painting the picture that he's not a good person. You know what I mean? Constantly sexually interjecting. Of course, Killersaw says here, okay, I'm still taking some much needed rest for myself. I received a ton of DMs of people confessing their stories and experiences with blooms. And for that, I want to say I see you and I empathize with all of you. It takes a lot of courage and determination to make your story heard. From the bottom of my heart, I hope you will be able to heal and move on from this. Thank you all. So guys, send some love to Killersaw. I'm going to go through all of this. So chat, this VOD is available. The whole VOD is 100% available. Theory up from Saber recorded DEATHBL00MS' terrible response. No evidence, only Darvo and some gaslighting video will be in comments shortly. And here, guys, is the full video right here. I do want to show you a good chunk of it. So let's go take a look here.
What's going on? I was scared stream was gonna break. I was scared stream was gonna break. Oh boy, oh boy. All right. Hello everybody. Welcome to this unplanned, totally unplanned stream because
Aeon, all my redeems are off except TTS, but TTS will go off. Yeah, I fucked up when I did an interview with Small Lola, and I left them on, and I've learned ever since.
I got some
Yeah,
terrible
they'll,
news
they'll be off, sweetheart. They're already off.
on waking up from my nap, and I was like, "Oh my god, what is going on?"
Yeah, I learned after Small
Let me
Lola. I
just put
fucked
some
that up
music in the
bad.
background because why
That
not?
was on me for sure.
Yes. It's so stupid. It's so stupid. It's something from back then. It was something from back then.
It's not from back then though, chat, because remember, a lot of this stuff we saw was very recently, very, very recently.
And it took them 2 years to come up with a tweet long. So, mom, I made it to the news. No, I'm kidding.
Oh yeah. You did. You did. You absolutely did. Why would you joke about that? Come on. No, this is not. This is a serious allegation. And we're treating it this way? Come on, man. Come on.
Yeah, it's a pretty touchy subject, and I wanted to, before you guys like freaking hear it from other people. And hi Zaki. And
I mean, like, I'll be real. I don't. Age is a number to me. I don't really care how old you are. If you are being, you know, of course, immature, you're immature.
Instead of listening to them only, it's
Guys, I'm gonna remind you, we're not here to like. I don't want you to go after her. That's not the point. We're here to support the victims and talk about this so you can make your own decision. But guys, do not go and harass her. Literally, just block and move on. Please do not.
sure about
If you go after her, you upset everything that Killersaw and all the victims went through, and them coming forward. You know, so
being accused of, yeah, like it's not a joke. It's not a joke, but I did not do that. We'll talk more about it. We'll talk more about it. All right. We'll talk more about it. And
but you did.
Yeah. All right. I'm undeafening. Hello, can you hear?
Oh, sorry. I was watching stream and that was very, very weird.
See
I'm gonna fast forward a little bit.
The channel together and everything. So yeah. And then like it was like we were doing a stream together where he was playing like retro games and everything. I've never hit Darcy or anything. But yeah, so it's with a Y, by the way. It's Darshan, but it's with
Again, remember, chat, the intention of this the stream is to tell the truth, to, you know, come clean and you know, expel any allegations made towards you. Remember, chat, if somebody makes an allegation towards you and says all of this stuff, right? It's a serious matter. I would take it as serious. I mean, some people deal with stuff differently, I understand that, but so far it feels very disingenuous.
with a Y. And then dropped with whole, you know, like Google Doc and everything about Darcy's quiet. Ooh,
Why be freaking the fuck out?
I can talk
Absolutely.
louder, but I'm scared to peak my mic. I don't want that.
Yeah, let me just up. Yeah, how do you on?
That would absolutely be freaking the fuck out.
There you go. Should be good now.
Okay, how am I, chat? How's my delicious?
I meant translate or twisted things and made it look like worse. So this is what we're gonna be addressing and talking about today. I mean, for this, if you know, you know exactly. If you know, you know. Yeah. So those who knows me, I wanted to do this stream, like so that you guys are
handle it
aware
with
of what's going
diplomacy.
on, because I've been nothing but transparent with all of you. And
I've been nothing but transparent with all of you.
I fucking hate drama.
Bro, no way.
And I'm not fueling anything, and I'm just addressing because you guys also need to hear like both sides. And it's really up to you to think whatever you want. I don't.
Did I squint?
I just deleted Twitter off my
Did
phone.
I squint?
That is a fucking good move.
Dude, I
wish-
recently uninstalled
So
Insta
I'm trying to get through the
alternative
fluff here.
disclosure. If you see comments under Darcian, that's me. I just don't use social media. All
Yeah,
right,
he does
so
not use Twitter. He does not use Twitter, and he would.
yeah, right. And yeah, I was just trying. I guess it was the wrong move because you shouldn't fuel the fire. But I was just mad about false accusations like that, and just I just had to say my piece. That's it. But then
But they're
I was
not. But
called an alt account that Blooms made to respond to
Yeah,
those
so
things.
like, oh, I
So
created an account just to reply for myself, dude. If I could,
who
sure,
who
this is
gives a shit? That's not even important. Address the
pre-recorded,
allegations.
guys. No, I'm kidding.
That's not even
I am
important.
an AI. No, I'm not.
And saying that I am manipulative. I've used them for advantages and apparently send unsolicited. Send unsolicited or like flirting and pictures and whatnot. The stream is live. Chat is pre-recorded. Even chat is pre-recorded. But yes, actually, Mistress has two faces, like the professor from Harry Potter.
Literally.
It's at the back of my. Oh.
You have been accused of, and by the way, there's proof of this, of you sending unsolicited nudes. And you're just laughing at this shit? Bro, there's no way. There is no fucking way. Oh, Superstar, I do. I love Opeth.
Well,
They're my favorite.
Sadly, like,
I'm the one who does ASMR. You thought it was her head, but it's just me.
in here.
Yeah. I got called that a lot, but those people don't have any context. So before
I mean, Booba Cafe, let's be real though. Like, that is such a tiny point to make in this giant thing, right? Like, to me, that's not even important at
you
all.
call me a cuck, just wait, just listen, all right?
That would be my dream. That would be. I'm sorry to say, but no, not sorry. That would be a freaking dream to voice Hersha.
Yeah. So just for full context, for those calling me a cuck, right? Because you don't have the context, and I mean, I didn't want to slap Blooms' and I private life in front of everyone, but since the allegations are so dire and it's no joke, I guess we just have to say it how it is, right?
So even if that was the case, why did all the other parties not know? You know what I mean? Did he know about all of it? I guess we're gonna let him talk, which, by the way, let's say that was the case, right? He was into that. You didn't let everybody else know! That's why it's so fucked up.
Right?
Yes.
You just gotta... What is supposed to be private needs to be wide in the open now. So, yes, Blooms has had a boyfriend, me, for a long, long time. Our relationship had a lot of ups and downs, especially at the beginning of last year and the year.
So he said they've been together for 4 years. Boom, shakalaka, end of story. He literally just said they've been together for 4 years.
Before, where we couldn't, like, at some point it was difficult to make it work because we are two difficult people. We have our own like issues and all that. And to be honest, at some point, just like in regular relationships, things go bad, right?
Yeah.
Like,
Also, like.
Okay, and that is fair. I understand that things go bad in a relationship. I get that. But you, number one, you said you were together for 4 years. If you had ups and downs, you're literally trying to say that, oh, conveniently between all of our ups and downs, I decided to pursue these people without telling them that I was on a break or go with this person. Like, there's no communication. They're trying to, like, fill in the gaps. You know what I mean? That's... No! No. It feels so, like, gaslighty. You know what I mean, chat? It's like, oh, I was filling in the holes in my relationship conveniently because we were on break. No.
Like, it takes time to, like, be sure of, like, whether you want to end up with this person or not. there is a lot of times like people start dating and even after
And tell
10
people
years
that
they
you're not in a
realize that they're not made for each other and stuff like that.
Just tell
right?
them that you are in a
And
relationship,
sometimes it
but
works
you're
out,
on
sometimes
break.
it doesn't.
You didn't
So we
communicate.
had our rough patches where we had ups and downs, where we were like, maybe this is not working out. Maybe we should see other people and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Why didn't you tell
So
the other
Blues
people?
did message a few other people when we had this rough patch. I
Mhm.
messaged an ex of mine, which I'm not proud of. Of course, thankfully, this didn't go anywhere because why would you ever message an ex? That is the dumbest thing you could do. But anyway, right? Like it happens, ups and downs.
It's
If you look at
VTuber
all the
bending.
screenshots from the post, those date back from last year or the year before or whatever, right? When we had this pretty
Yo, so
difficult rough patch of
Blooms
getting
is
to live together and understand each
Blooms
other.
did something pretty bad.
And what the people who read this without any context think is that I knew that she was messaging other people and I was alright with it. Which is, I didn't know, she didn't know I was, but at this point we were barely talking too because that's how bad it.
He literally did not know. They just incriminated themselves. Are you kidding me? He literally said he didn't know. He literally said he didn't know. But she didn't tell these other people. You know what I mean? Booba Cafe, you gotta tell me, sweetheart. How can you look at the situation and defend her? Please, by all means, like, tell me what I'm missing here because I do not see any way that you can defend her after this. Well, I'm about to look at the other document. Yeah, I'm about to look at the other document, so let me get there, but at the same time, like, so far, I mean, look at this right now. There's gotta be like 4 things in here, chat. There's gotta be like 4 things in here. There's gotta be her having proof of all of the people that she spoke to, that they gave her permission and consent. And there's gotta be her discussing, no, because that's the case, like, he didn't know. Okay, you know what? We're gonna skip to the document. Let's go to the document. Let's go to the document. The stream is not helping your case at all. So here we go. Here's DEATHBL00MS. Part of my personal life has been thrown into the open without any context. I feel the need to expand on what has been said. Yeah, I feel like this whole thing is just like absolutely sinking her, especially with him saying, "Oh, I didn't know." Well, you didn't inform him. You didn't inform anybody. You know what I mean? That's craziness. Okay, hold on. I'm actually gonna go pull the one I want to. Yeah, let me go pull the actual one here. I don't see how you defend this. I'm gonna be real with you. Okay, here is the first one, the downloaded one. So, okay, here we go, guys. Here we go. Yeah, guys, be civil. Be civil. Yeah, let's chill. Everybody, chill a second. I was purporting to be the original is the one that includes the doxing, or the one after doxing was removed. I think this is the original one. I'll be careful, kind of, scrolling through it here. So, all right, let's take a look. Here's the big smoking gun, chat. Here's the big smoking gun. She has to show. No, there's no way. Actually, wait, no, there's no way. There's no way because look, chat. Wait a second. Let's go back up. Let's go back up. And Booba Cafe, I'm gonna ask you a question here. So up here, where she sent unsolicited nudes to this person, right? And he said that he was not comfortable with that, and she admitted it. How do you defend that? That's my question. A few times you sent shit unsolicited when I said something to you about it first. And she admitted to it. To me, this is the most damning thing. For the entire thing. What? What thing? Be specific. I've read this whole thing. Yeah, I've read this whole thing. There's nothing to defend here. Yeah, there's nothing to defend here at all. There's no explanation that you can give. Yes, I'm gonna go read the entire entry about number 4. We read this.
You
yeah,
know
we
what
already covered
time
this.
It is, chat. It gets worse.
Let's read this. There is plenty to defend. Okay, now you're fucking with me. There's no way. There's no way. Read this. I'm gonna read this to you. Oh, her doc. Okay, I was about to say, what the fuck? Okay, let's read this. Let's read the document, chat. You know, I should have done this probably before showing the stream, but there were some clips that I wanted you guys to see, so let's read. Yet aside a story, me being solid doesn't mean I'm dodging responsibility. After the document has been shared, I've been contacted by a lot of people, often in unfriendly manners. I feel important to shed some light upon the context of the screenshot. And normally, a Booba Cafe, remember, I'm going to read everything anyway, and I'm going to get to the bottom of it. So, we're going to read this anyway. But as of now, looking at everything, I don't see it, man. We'll see what happens, though. We'll see what happens. I respect people trying to stand up for their friends after the screenshots provided to an extreme one-sided perspective. Their side of the stories maybe look like somebody who's sexually manipulative, done gaslighting, and has abused, assaulted male VTubers. Note that there's flirting in a scenario, but at the same intensities. People that have spoken out have done so without knowing the full story and have been eager to jump on the bandwagon. The proof provided in the Google Doc, however, has been taken completely out of original context to make it look like things happen differently than they actually happen. So in light of what's been happening, I want to voice out my first side of the story. To start with, he was without saying cast the first stone. So here's Killersaw, accusation leading on keeping the hook. I started talking to Killersaw back in June 2022. Because they should have been my stream chat going to want me to join again. And by the way, Booba, just so you know, I've already read this twice. But I'll see what you have to say. But now we're hanging out on each other's streams, doing collabs and talking regularly through DM and calls. We talk quite a bit, collect and banter back and forth. There was nothing forced or one-sided. I can't really read this. It's kind of hard to read, but what's your favorite horror movie? Yeah, just kind of talking, just kind of chatting. According to his statement, he said he didn't know I had a partner, but a roommate instead that I was living with, and he was led on to believe we had dated for only 2 months, but I never mentioned the duration of our relationship at any point. I can only say this and fabricated opinion is a bad person here because I've outright mentioned on multiple occasions since the beginning, dated the very month of June when we were talking, and with my partner doing more detail in it, like the origin and death theory. I'm the only host of the channel now, though, since I no more stream with my partner. I'm more make some good food. Okay, sounds good. So my partner messed up with the time of the movie. Even mentioned openly that I was in a relationship with my partner. When we moved from flirting to just being friends, so we both wanted at this point, he still expressed he wanted more. And this is what I gotta ask Killersaw. That's why he's come in chat. Well, I mean, in here she does say like she had a partner, but I think the timing is off of this. You know what I mean? So I'm gonna tune about there's something substantial to this document. So we'll see, Red. I mean, we have to read it, right? We have to get to the bottom. No stopping here. I'm here to be a friend. Sure, the same guy who a week before said he liked me. I did, but I wasn't sure if he liked me. Was it really? I'm gonna look. Yeah, I'm gonna look. It's all killer. We'd be friends with. Strictly be related. I'm so stupid. I open up to you. Stop. Please come back. I don't want to lose you. I care about you. I don't want to push you away. I wasn't sure if you like me back then because it's a relationship with another person. I still want to support you no matter what. It's a be through for a friend. Not gonna be, you know, I'm not gonna be that kind of person. So it does seem like here, that she had mentioned to Killersaw that they were in a relationship. Let's go take a look here at the dates. Actually, wait, did you drop your dates? Plus she told me they were only dating for 2 months. I mean, that was 8/13/2022. Let's go look here. This is really hard to see. Is it 7/25/2022? Yeah, we'll ask him about it. We'll ask him about it. This is like July? I can't see the date exactly. Yeah, I can't see the date exactly. After we decided to be friends with her, I wouldn't reply or talk to him. Actually, Booba Cafe, it's a worthwhile question. We'll certainly ask him. That's still irrelevant to my main point, though. After we decided to be friends with her, reply or talk to him, but very upset, rude, possessive, very much pushing, borderline, emotionally blackmailing me. Listen, I clearly got more important things than me going on, so I'm gonna go to bed. I didn't tell you I was gonna hang out with him. You told me to go. Yeah, I know. I'm getting mad about it. Very time after his house burst, he would apologize, not stop, and only calm down after I had reasons to get him with him on calls. I cannot read this. I'm sorry I was so rude and ungrateful. Please don't forget about me. I just don't want to love. I can't read any of this. I can't hear. It's really, really blurry. So anyway, with the freaking outburst of rage, it's becoming more and more forceful and exhausting. They even asked for us to take some time off each other, which was not respected when I was waking up every time with a block of text and apologies. So as you can see, there was a bunch of stuff here. The conversation about that was done after we already had been intimate. I mean, I'll be real, Booba, when I tried to look at this before, it was blurry, so I was hoping a PC would be better. Conversations about that were done after we'd already been intimate. Oh, so you had already been intimate, and then they started these conversations about, you know, hey, I had a partner, right? Because I was about to say, looking here, you reached out to them in August on the 13th. This doesn't put Killersaw at those dates. That explains that. That explains that because you reached out to them on the 13th of August, 2022 to ask about this information. However, I don't see any screenshots of you speaking to them earlier, but that would line up with what you just said. That actually makes a lot more sense. I checked it 7/25 to 7/29. Okay, thank you. So these took place 7/25 to 7/29. So let me ask a question, Killersaw. I know we'll get you on here in a minute. Do you have the messages? You have the messages before? Because if it was 2 months, if they said, okay, look. Yeah, that's why I've been confused and conflicted, but she told me they're only dating for 2 months. That wasn't the 13th, so that was after the fact. That makes sense. Yeah, no, that makes sense, actually. That makes a lot of sense. I get it now. So, she had this conversation chat where she mentioned that she had a partner here. As you can see that this was in June on the 30th, right? However, they talked before that, is what Killersaw is saying. They talked before that, and then afterwards she mentioned this information. So you were led on before June, July of 2022. Is that correct, Killersaw? I think that's correct, right? I don't think there's a screenshot to support that. I would like one if you have it. There it is. That makes a lot more sense. There we go. Yeah, nobody looks at the dates. Well, Booba Cafe, Killersaw is going to be here in just a second. So we're going to get that, right? So let's remember, Booba Cafe, we're going to get all the story. Let's get all the story. And obviously in these pictures, Killersaw is hurting, right? From what happened. At this point, even after making it clear I want to be friends for quite some time now, he's being parasocial and posing a feeling not caring about me, wanting just friendship. With all these conflicted emotions, outbursts, even mentioned seeking professional help because it was becoming too much for people around him. I mean, okay, that's fine, but nonetheless, you let him on. Killersaw, I will need that stuff beforehand if you can give it to me, sweetheart. I would appreciate that. Like, if I zoom in, is it better? It's not. That sucks. Oh, well. After this whole thing, we had very calm, civilized, friendly talks at the end of July and the start of August. So just to restate here, chat. Killersaw spoke to DEATHBL00MS beforehand, right? Spoke to Killersaw beforehand. Allegedly, we do have to get that proof. Killersaw spoke to DEATHBL00MS before that. There was no mention of a partner. Got emotionally attached. They had been intimate for a while. And then she goes, oh, yeah, but by the way, I have a partner. That's what I'm making of this situation. But again, I'll get to the bottom of it. You guys know I'm going to get to the bottom of it. Nonetheless, the blurring is odd. I just don't think we're very calm, civilized, friendly talk. And I do know that you ended up blocking them, Killersaw. It is somewhere out of prison in Southern US to be darling or British. Okay. Sure. Our last conversation was docile and friendly. I don't know what changed. Suddenly he ghosted me and blocked me, which we saw from the other document. I would understand if this is therapy required to cut ties or taking time for himself. Would have been more humane to send a message for me rather than cutting me off and giving me the dark. I mean, I'm not going to say that anybody did the best in either when it comes to that, but that was the circumstances and that what happened. I tried to contact him to resolve it, but he blocked me everywhere. Or from people he was talking trash behind my back and asking his friend to dig up dirt on me. Could have been resolved by just talking out like adults, but he decided to turn it all into this accusation. Okay. It was always paid for my community and blocked by me afterwards. There'd been warned by other communities whose names I won't mention. I respect for their privacy and anonymity. They was trying to stir some drama and document everything to expose them. Okay. At this point, I knew he'd entered part of a group that hates me and actually tried to take me down the path. So it didn't take me surprised seeing him post it to it longer, exposing truth about me. I had genuine friends coming my way to inform that my people within my vicinity are trash talking me. Okay. I've been in a relationship with Darcy since 2019. That didn't hide any instances since my personal cosplay Instagram are public. I have nothing to hide. Whoever wanted to look it up could have found it easily. But you can't say, oh, well, you should have known. She needs to prove that she communicated that. That's what I'm looking for. Yeah, that's what I'm looking for. Oh, you should have looked it up. You know what I mean? I got you. I mean, there you go, chat. Thank you so much for this, Killersaw. I appreciate it. And guys, this is coming from Killersaw. And as you can see here, guys, the date is the 21st of June. Yeah, I just see a really hot second of my life right now. Blog message here. All right, then. And this is when they were intimate. On the 21st, guys, he was not told about a partner until the 30th of June. It's right there, chat. Here's the dates. I appreciate that, Killersaw. Thank you so much. I'm very glad that you're coming on. Yeah, I'm very glad that you're coming on. I mean, that's very important, chat. That's very important that we show that. Because those are the dates. Those are the dates. This was before any mention of a partner. You got the proof right there, chat. Right in front of your face. So let's keep going here. Well, you asked me, Booba Cafe, so I'm showing you. You can see here that the screenshot here happened on the 6th, or on the 21st of June, where they had this intimate encounter with each other, right? And then there was no mention of any partner or anything. Of course, until the 30th. Hold on, let me scroll back down. Yeah, this didn't happen until the 30th of the first mention, and then July the 15th. So as you can see by the dates presented, Booba Cafe. Killersaw literally just told you they're intimate. They literally just had. He's literally telling you. Yeah, he's literally telling you, sweetheart. You got to open your eyes on that one. Yeah, he's literally telling you. I mean, they had a call, like, he's giving you the proof, sweetheart. You know what I mean? Like, I'm all about having a conversation and open our eyes to new stuff, but he gave you the proof, sweetheart. It's right there. Let's keep reading. I don't know if I'm gonna get through all of this before we get somewhere else. Okay, I was hoping that you were gonna like have a conversation, but you're clearly just a bad actor. So if you're here to have a conversation, great. If you're not, I'm good. You can go on your way, please. Last conversation with Dawson friendly. I didn't know what changed. Okay, that was the ghosting and all that. I have nothing to hide. Darcy was even streaming on my Twitch account at the very beginning. My search stream is a face cam streamer. I saw many clips of him appearing in my stream, and he brings me food and whatnot when I am streaming. I'm trying to read all the information for stuff. I still have many clips of him appearing in my stream, and he brings me food and whatnot when I'm streaming. Also, I didn't find it necessary to go ahead and post my whole life onto Twitter. And me VTubers don't do that either. People are so curious about my personal life, they could have asked at any time, but you have to be upfront in communication. Anyways, in my relationship, we were going through a lot of ups and downs. When we were unsure whether we wanted to stay monogamous or be in polyamorous with other people. You have to tell people that! I can't! You have to tell people that if you're gonna talk to them. You just saw in this screenshot, they had this intimate moment. Her proof is a date that's after the time. Oh my gosh. People have offended me knew I had someone in my life and that things were complicated and then I was talking to other people. Trying out poly since I never experienced that before. Like Darcy mentioned on stream, was well aware of me talking to other people. It was not cheating on him. He just didn't want the details. But chat, this is very important. It's a very important point right here, chat. He said that he did not know, but you didn't tell the other people. You know what I mean? And by the way, chat, this is not just drama. Yeah, this is elevated to something much bigger than that. And I'm coming to the second person mentioned OP's document. His name's Remain Anonymous. It's gonna be a long, but because of the person, we actually interact a lot. Developed genuine feelings for each other. I befriended number one back in March 2023 and started off friendly, complimenting each other's models. And then Peter, one of their friends, smashed pass. They checked out my model and they wanted to show me their model before their debut. Well, let's get to the bottom of it. Chat, that's what we do. We get to the bottom. We're gonna find out the truth. Because that's what I like to do when we do these things, right, chat? Because again, I'm gonna give you all the information. And you can decide what you think about it. But remember, chat, you gotta get all the information. I still stand by what I said earlier. It's not a good look, especially with this screenshot. Compliment each other's models, said that Peter, one of their friends, smashed pass. They checked out my model and they wanted to show me model for their debut. I gotta be careful going through these, chat, because there's a lot of screenshots that break TOS, so I gotta be careful on that, just to let you know. So if I stop for a second, that's why. You're gorgeous, King. No, you're gorgeous, or Brother K. Flirting. Every day itself, we got a call, getting to know each other. There's considered bannering, but already started sending me pics of what I was up to. His food pics, his cosplays, and even more exposed pics of him, which I didn't ask for. I kept up with mine since I did like his vibes and sent pics of me. Already in my social media, selfies, so on and so forth. Again, I'm not blaming number one this whole documentation show again. This was a two-way relationship, and I was not let on. I might have to take this down a second, chat. I'm sorry. I'd be happy to call you anytime. I was on my phone. Hope that's not an issue. Call me. I'm waiting. Okay, yeah. No, it was better that I don't show this. I would wake up to receive messages from him. Text the whole day. Number one was very forward, showing his interest, and so was I. It wasn't non-consensual since we were both adults talking to each other. Now, I will remind you guys, the first person that is in this other document, I'm gonna keep scrolling down so I can get to it. I just want to take a moment to tell you, it's probably the most important of the blooms. A specific expresses person that she would leave as partner for him. That was that person. So, she is saying, they're talking. It wasn't non-consensual since you're both adults talking to each other. But nonetheless, that doesn't address the fact you're in a relationship. Number one was pretty straightforward with talking dirty, and I reciprocated his approach since you're bantering back and forth amicably. We're still friends, but flirtatious. From what you can see in the screenshots, they were okay in being a poly relationship as well. They were pretty forward. So let's take a look here. And because you, the choice is yours. AO, all of it. Or we're just horny. True, could be both. Again, it's very blurry. It's hard to read. Well, you're on holiday. You easily get laid. Now, I don't have that kind of riz. I don't know what being poly has to do with any of this, though. You know what I mean? Like, that doesn't address the fact you were in a relationship. So the poor thing, so the poly thing, I came in second to the relationship, and now I'm hot and bothered. True, but I think if I did poly, I would need to be the main guy in a relationship equally. Yeah, exactly, but I prefer to build that as the first two. Okay, I can show you this. This is safe to show. So excited to get to know you more. You're kind of a lucky you walked in my life. Hey, can you just ask me anything? Hopefully really not. That's special. I'm a reg most of the time. I don't see anywhere in these screenshots, though, where she said she's in a relationship. It's just talking about, you know, being in each other's lives and being in a poly relationship with them. I want to make you crave me to the point you need to add me every day. I want to fill you up so bad. I want you to scream my name. I actually meant to be able to carry me in your arms or help me to. I just can't read half of this stuff. It's so blurry. That really sucks because I want to read it. Multiple occasions we say how we felt nice around each other, enjoying the actual text, but we are still not at the amorous level yet. I don't know about that. I don't know about that. We have we put a certain desire so we could that could fill each other, and so we engage in dirty talk. That's because at this point in my relationship with my partner, I felt I was not getting affection. At this point in my relationship with my partner, I felt like I was not getting the affection I wanted. Then talk to your partner! I need a sip of my drink. I need a sip of my drink, chat. I'm sorry, I need a sip of my drink. This is literally admitting that you cheated, by the way. I would like to point that out. You know what I mean? Number one was very open to providing such affection. That means everything was consensual. I don't think that, look, I don't think that we are arguing about it being consensual. What we're arguing about is the fact that you were not upfront, that you were in a relationship with somebody else and you led them on. That is what we're talking about. My partner is very much aware that I was talking to somebody in such a manner. Yes, your partner was, but the other guy wasn't. That's the point. This is something that me and him had discussed in private. He didn't want to know the details of when it was happening, but okay, please tell me that you address this. Number one was very much aware of Darcy's existence and me living with him and so pursued to flirt me. I'm watching with Darcy. Plus, I need to wait for Darcy to get home. I play a lot with Darcy. Going to get Darcy once home, have dinner. I can't even read these, but this doesn't talk about you being in a relationship with him. It just seems like you're worried about Darcy finding out. Is there a better one, ID? Is it over on her actual post? This one? Oh my god, this is so much better. You're right. You're so right. This is so much better. Yeah, apparently she updated it, but it lost a lot of apparently it's been edited, so I want to look at the original. Let me scroll back up. Okay, here we go. So let's go back to these. It just seems like you're worried about Darcy finding out what? Plus I need to wait for Darcy to be gone. Again, where's the confirmation that you say I'm in a relationship? Yeah, that might be what I do. I don't know. This part's very personal and messy. I mean, you can take it into consideration, chat, but I'm gonna be real. This part I might have to kind of like put up on a shelf because it's messy and it's interpersonal. Let's keep reading. Anything you want to talk about? Share out. I want to share my life with you, but I don't know what to talk about. I just want to talk about you. You're making me hella getting crazy. It's at least to you to the same extent than you. Let's find one step at a time. I'm surrounded by gorgeous people that are all my friend. No one wants to date me. That's why I'm still single. You should really put yourself out there like seriously amazing. You'll score. I don't know about that. I'm honestly really bad with girls and I'm dense, like really dense. So somebody sitting at me and nobody take that as being friendly. Just talking about like dating issues, right? You're stuck with me even if you decide to just stay friends. And since I have a shit brain, I always need you to remind me to my last breath. I'll always need you. Even if I know you don't like me romantically, your ass is always stuck. That just looks bad, chat. That just looks bad. Sometimes I told her no direct romantic involvement. It was okay to be friends. No, you said even if you decide to stay just friends. You know what I mean? First, you put himself out there and find somebody. We both had desires that the other person can fulfill, and this is what it was at this point in time. We did contemplate the idea of dating and moving abroad to be with each other. It's speculation, not a promise or a guarantee. We said that this was something we could discuss if the opportunity presented itself. We talked more about making this a formal relationship, but one of the main concerns was the distance and the fact one of us had to leave everything behind their former country. We'll have to give up for something that might not work out as IRL, as it does online, especially for somebody that just started. Remember though, guys, she admitted that they were just in a rocky part of their relationship, like they weren't separated. But again, I suppose there maybe is like a slight argument to be here. But I do want to read the number 4 thing. So I'll tell you what, chat. We're going to call Killersaw here. I do want to get him on stream to talk about this a little bit more. And I do want to review a little bit more of this document. So let's go take a look. I mean, if that's the case, like, where's the evidence? You know what I mean? I always want the evidence. Give me the evidence. That's always my thing, but I want to get to the bottom, so. Exactly. Right, agree to disagree as needed, right? But yeah, chat, just stop feeding the troll. They're just trolling you at this point. It's clearly in bad faith. Now, let's say that we keep reading and she's like 100% exonerated. Then okay, then that's the truth. If that's what we read and we find out. You know what I mean? But as somebody who's already read through this document twice, chat, I don't think so. I really don't think so. Yeah, I don't know about the slur. I'm not really here to get into that, to be honest. I just want to talk about these documents. Let's see what color you got here, Killersaw. Okay, got you. You got green. I should have told you guys. It's gonna be a long stream, by the way. Just heads up. All right, let's call Killersaw. Hello, how are you?
Hello.
Hey,
Doing all
thank
right.
you so much. I appreciate you coming on. I'm gonna pop you on screen now. Is that okay?
Yeah, that's fine.
All right, awesome. I'm gonna have to move you for a second, but everybody say hi to Killersaw. Thank you for being here. I really appreciate you coming on to talk about this. Seriously, thank you so much.
Of course.
I know this isn't easy, and thank you so much for providing that that evidence a little bit earlier. That was actually something I don't think I've seen, so that was really helpful. Thank you so much. How are you
Yeah, no
doing
problem.
today, though?
You know, chilling. Just you know, just trying to get this over with, you know.
Yeah, no, just look, this is a horrible situation, but I want you to know that we're here and we support you, and I'm very proud of you for coming forward and talking about this stuff, right? It's not easy to be the person in the front to discuss what's going on, right? It's really, really not. I really appreciate you being here. And guys, this is Killersaw. Everybody say hi to Killersaw. Do you want to introduce yourself? Beside, of course, the document that we've been talking about.
Yeah, well, hi, my name's Killersaw. I'm a horror variety content creator with an emphasis on Warhammer 40k. I'm a bit of a chaotic person, but I'm also pretty chill, so I do like horror content and all that kind of stuff, and primarily 40k content, but yeah.
I didn't know you were into 40k.
Hi, honey.
Now. That's
Hi,
awesome.
honey. I see you in chat. Nekarose93 is my IRL fiance. So.
Oh, got you. Great to have you here, Nekarose.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, I see very much why you were very upset. That makes a lot more sense. Definitely.
Yeah, she's been my rock through all this. So give her some love.
Well, I'm so glad that, obviously, since this, you moved on to something even better. So congratulations.
Thank you.
That's very sweet.
Ironically, we were actually at a wedding after I released the document, so.
Really? That's amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah, this has been, it's certainly been a little bit of a tough read, I won't lie, going through all of this. It's a little messy, and it's not your fault. I think this apology has kind of cleared a lot of waters, but I do want to say that there's 2 points to me that really stick out. Of course, number one is, the dates that you sent me. I feel like that's a big nail in the coffin. And then number two, of course, is
there is also a date before that if you want me to find that. Like there were 2 interactions that we had.
Absolutely, yeah. If you have that,
yeah. If I can find it, because like I think it's a little weird to go through blocked. Well, it's weird to go through blocked messages on Discord.
Yeah,
because, like,
yeah. You gotta hit
like,
the X
unmute
and
everything.
Yeah, you're good. You're good. I wanted to ask you. Of course, you're doing that. I think the first thing to talk about is. How did you feel about this apology overall? I mean, since it came out, right? It came out last night. I was reading it in my car, and then I read it when I got home again. Like, oh man, this is, it's pertinent for today. So, how did you feel about it?
I think it has a lack of empathy, specifically.
Sure.
Like, she with both her stream and this apology, she tries to say that both parties are wrong in several instances, and I don't know how you can think that personally.
I agree, especially sending these unsolicited pictures. I don't see how you can explain that away. And I do want to
side note, I know someone in chat had also said that we should be taking this to the police. We are looking at the victim is possibly filing a cease and desist or possibly a restraining order, but the problem is with like international court cases like this, they're really expensive and really hard to do. Granted, my fiance's family comes from a family of police officers, so we know some very high-ranking law firms that would be more than happy to represent my friends for free. The problem is with that is that international law is just really hard, especially since Blooms is ready for Mauritius, which is an island off the coast of like India and Madagascar. So it's really hard to come up with like a defense for that, and having a lawyer in the United States represent you. So
it's very messy when it crosses those international waters, chap. I know we talked about this in prior cases before, but I hope that they do pursue, just because, again, this is very serious. I told you guys, like, somebody was like, oh, it's just drama. Like, it's not just drama, guys. It's a serious thing. It's absolutely serious. It's the same with what we covered last week. This has legal repercussions to it. So,
yeah.
So I think the biggest thing for me,
the tweet before that now, or the post that or the DM. Sorry, sorry.
Oh, thank you. Yeah. You're good.
Yep.
So chat, I do want to kind of continue to talk a little bit more about her document, but I do know that there was one point, where we need to talk about what happened with Ruinous Inferno, which I feel like is by far, obviously the things that you went through, Killersaw, were not good. But what Ruinous went through is, it's criminal, right? And I think that's
it is criminal.
Something that we need to highlight, chat. So I'm going to keep reading if that's okay, and let me know when you got it.
Yep.
So at this point in time, you already talked about my EU trip, and I felt there was like a change in behavior. So they're just kind of chatting with each other here a little bit. You good? Ever since our last conversation, you've been different. Yeah, I'm stressed, super stressed. My car died this morning. Doesn't help. Yeah, but stressing out doesn't fix stuff. It makes it worse. I cannot be stressed. I'm not treating anybody poorly. I'm just stressed. You tell me to be honest with you. You get mad or just stick to the strength. Just kind of like having like a back and forth about him being kind of cold. We were to hop in a call after movie night with the community. This is where we stopped being involved romantically in any shape or form. As you can see, this is before I left for my trip. I just don't feel like her answers to this whole thing really help her case in anything. You know what I mean?
I agree. It only just confirms what the document has, and it actually ends up making my document have more context.
Exactly. Exactly. Please go ahead. Please go ahead.
It's just really weird that she would choose those DMs to help highlight it, you know?
I agree with that. She's saying, like, what did I do? Of course, this victim saying it's not about you, it's about me and how I feel. You do not want to continue being friends. I'm sorry you feel that way. Why are you deleting messages? Again, this thing of like deleting messages, this history of deleting messages is like, it's very incriminating. You know what I mean? Like, why do you need to feel like you need to delete messages? And I already said you broke things up with me. You already knew I have feelings for you. Anyway, this is all irrelevant now. It's pitiful. And that just shows that you didn't. That one's very interpersonal, messy. But it definitely doesn't help her case as far as being like a moral person. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So let me show you this other screenshot that Killersaw sent me, guys. And here's even earlier date, June 19th, chat. Hey,
So, by the way, side note, this is 3 days after I met DEATHBL00MS.
Really now?
Like, this is only a few days after I first met her.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
And already having like that intimate like interaction with them.
Mm-hmm.
Jeez. And you didn't know until, so this was the 19th. I mean, going by the dates that they gave, I mean, it was almost like a month, maybe a little bit more.
Yeah.
Wow, that's crazy. I am so sorry.
It's nothing for you to apologize for, you know?
Well, I know, but my heart hurts for you. You know what I mean? Like, nobody should have to go through this. And of course, all the other victims having to go through it. It's just not okay.
You did just say you wanted me to comment on the 30 plus victims. So those are victims that are shared with. So there are several victims that have DM'd me both on Twitter and Discord. Both me and Cherry Beery. Cherry Beery actually helped me write the document and helped proofread it. I also on a side note, Cherry Beery is in law school, so she did like report on everything, or she like made sure everything was as ironclad as possible. But yeah, so Cherry has gotten 24 victims that have DM'd her, and I've gotten about 12.5.
Good gosh, so it really is that number. That's
so.
I know a lot of people who want to be
some
excluded.
of them. So some of them have alleged that they actually knew DEATHBL00MS IRL as well, since they were face camming.
Wow.
So, but we need to look at, the thing is, I'm going to put allegedly as an asterisk next to that because we still need to look into it further. I will just say I do have text messages for one victim in particular. I'm not going to say who it is because, for their own safety, their own safety. But but all I'm going to say is with the things that are alleged, and if they have quantifiable proof with witness evidence, Blooms might actually go to jail potentially, and that's why I need to keep that victim fully anonymous, because that is one of the worst cases I've seen. Yeah, because there's not only text messages, there's WhatsApp messages as well, and they blocked it out, but they showed that they had Blooms' real name as well, and that's something that was needs to be thing that made it like this isn't just another VTuber who's talking about it.
This is a person.
Yeah, this is a person who knew them. So.
Wow, this is way worse than I ever imagined. Holy shit.
And this was from all the way back in 2021, by the way. So even before I knew her,
This stuff is
also
happening.
in my so one thing I also wanted to note is that in my like in her response stream, she notes like she tries to say that she never committed sexual assault. I want you to go to my document, hit Control F, and look for the word assault.
I think I have to pull it back up, but I got you.
Yep.
Yeah, you never said that.
Yeah, I said
words are never
sexual
used.
abuse, and I said sexual abuse and sexually manipulative behavior.
But where
I
did
never
that come
said
from?
assault.
Is the question, right?
So it was someone who had said SA in her chat during her response VOD. And then
and she picked up on that.
yeah, and then I think she was trying to do it to mentioning sexual assault so it would be easier for her to defend, I guess. I'm not sure.
Wow, what the fuck, Killersaw? Guys, look here. I want you to know, because here's the first thing that always happens with this kind of stuff, and it really makes me sad. People go after the person that reported, right? In Killersaw's case, I'm sorry you had to deal with that person in fucking chat. That was just trolling, but I wanted those screenshots because I want to show that this person is not lying, chat. This person is. We always go after everybody's character, right? Oh well, you came out with the truth. Well, you're not to be trusted, chat. I want you to know. I've known Killersaw like since Killersaw like started like way early in the day. Like I told you guys, like
yeah,
I've looked at Killersaw stuff. I've talked with Killersaw. Like I know Killersaw, you know, as a person for like a pretty decent amount of time, right? It's not like just like I just invited you on the stream and I don't know you. Like I literally know who Killersaw is. I've chatted with them, and I want you guys to know this is somebody that you have to support, guys. This isn't somebody that is non-credible. That's a liar. This is somebody that has gathered evidence in a correct way, has gone and taken their time, and I 100% support them on that. And I want you guys to know that. And their character is sound. Killersaw's character is 100% sound. And you can take that from me and my experiences.
Yeah, this was one of the hardest things I've ever had to go through in my career as a VTuber.
Yeah, I mean,
my only thing is that I blame myself for not coming out sooner because there could be potentially less victims because of it. And,
I mean, hindsight's always 20/20, sweetheart. Like, you didn't know,
still,
and you
like,
you had no way of knowing, and you had to deal with this in the best way that you know how to with what you were going through. Like, you had no way. Don't blame yourself. Yeah, don't blame yourself. Please don't.
Well, the thing is that there were other streamers that I had told about this, and they didn't believe me.
I'm so sorry.
And I actually have been banned from communities for insulting her.
I'm so sorry. I'm so glad. This is why we're having this stream today, chat. Because we need to amplify his voice, right? We need to talk about this because
one thing is that I'm not going to say their name because this is about Blooms. This isn't about anyone else. There was a community I was a part of, and this streamer had banned me and blocked me on pretty much everything, and then labeled me as a sex pest and spread this misinformation around multiple different communities, and I almost went homeless because of it. I actually had to leave my home state, and thank God, like, massive shout out to my wife to be Neko, because she got me out of that. I honestly would be on the streets if it wasn't for her, or I would be on the streets if it wasn't for her. Like,
I'm so sorry, sweetheart. That people do such shitty things with the mask of anonymity. You know, I think VTubing is great because we can be honest, but at the same time, people will go through the farthest depths of darkness to do the worst kind of things to people. I'm so sorry, and I can't fix that. I can't make that better for you.
I don't
expect
you to either.
No, but I wish I could because my heart hurts for you. I have a lot of empathy for people. Like I'm a very empathetic person, so it really just makes me want to cry. But all I can do right now is just try to amplify this and let people know, and put this out there. And I hope that people can hear your story and understand that what's going on. It's not okay. It's not. I don't want you to blame yourself either because you did nothing wrong. You were dealing with it the best way you knew how to deal with it. And just because other people didn't listen doesn't mean that we're not going to listen.
Good.
There's like 300 people here supporting you right now. You know what I mean? So like, we're here for you. We're all supporting you. And I think you talked about this with Luminous Cove as well, right?
Yeah, I did.
I'm going to tell you something, and chat knows this very well. I don't really get along with the Under the Tea people, but the fact that we both Luminous and I agree on this matter is a big deal because we both want to support you. And somebody else can put aside their differences. I put aside my differences because we want to support you.
Yeah, I've put my differences aside with several people in order to make this document. And for the people that have worked on me with this document and we've put our differences aside, thank you so much. I couldn't have done this without you. It's like and I've had very close friends that have believed me, especially Neko. Like I've been through a lot, and like the past like I've struggled to sleep at night over this because I've
of course you were almost homeless. Of course you would. Like I cannot imagine.
Yeah.
What the fuck? Let me ask you a question. I had one question that's very important to me to ask during our time. Going forward, how can we help you? How can we make your voice heard? How can we amplify? How can we help you? Well, if you have people here, you have me. How can we help you? That's what we want to know.
I don't know. No one's ever helped me.
Well, we're all sitting here. We are sitting here staring at you, listening to your everywhere.
Not my wife and my close friends.
You.
I've never had this many people want to help me before.
Oh, we want to help you. So you tell us how we can help you.
I guess retweet the doc, get it the attention it needs,
sure.
And be there to support the victims. And
Absolutely,
also stop harassing DEATHBL00MS. That's not the purpose of the doc.
Yes, chat. I've said it twice this stream, and I'm going to say it again. Do not go harass her.
Don't harass her. Don't harass her mods. Don't harass her friends. Don't harass anyone still following them. Because it only makes the victims look bad. So
exactly. Let the legal system take care of it, chat. Killersaw just told you it's going to the next level, right? So let them work it out and let justice be served in the proper way that it should be served. We're not the hand of the judge to enforce stuff, right? Like, let this be taken care of in the proper way that it should. But I want you to know that we're listening to what you have to say, and the proof that you provided, I think, is it's a case shut for me. I know when I let you off, I am going to keep reading her document because I do want to see or share her responses. I've seen them, but I do want to share the responses, particularly in regards to Ruinous Infernos, because I feel like she just damns herself more.
That's my wife. That's my wife, by the way.
You're fine. I think I missed what she said.
She said, "Get him, Elara," is what she said.
So I've seen you around the Vtuber community. I've only kind of seen things about you. Let us help you. Well, this is what he asked for. Retweet the document, share it out there. That's important, guys. So, I do want to tell you all, we are going to continue to read the document after we let Killersaw go, but that is just because I've already seen it, but I want you guys to see it and obviously form your own opinion with the full story, right? It wouldn't be fair to stop here and then not give it to you and then whatever. But I think that you have seen and heard enough that's going on, chat.
Yeah.
That I think you get the story. I think it is very clear, but nonetheless.
Well, can I say one last thing before I let you go?
Oh my God, absolutely. No, please. Say all you want.
So I want to say this right now. To all the victims who have come forward to me, thank you. I'm here representing you. I was on my drive. I'm a big fan of Treasure Planet. You know what that movie is?
Yeah,
I promise it's relevant. I promise
No,
it's relevant.
you know what's really bad though? I just watched it for the first time like a month ago. I'd never seen it
okay.
before. And people always give me hell about it.
So as we were driving to the wedding, you know the song that plays with Jim as he's like working on the shipping, right? That little like acoustic guitar song.
Yep.
That played on the way to the wedding. And I don't believe in like fate or like any kind of like religious thing.
Right.
But I know one thing. Still fucking here. And so are the other victims. And they deserve
Hell
to
yeah.
be heard.
Let me get some fucking hearts. Can I just like VTuber hug you? Is that okay? I just like
I mean, I'm planning on going to TwitchCon, so you can hug me there.
Okay, can I give you a VTuber hug and a real hug?
Of course. Of course.
Oh my God. I'm just like, I'm trying not to cry this entire time. I feel so bad. Like, it hurts my heart when people go through this kind of stuff. And I'm very lucky to have such an amazing community that is willing to like, not only have a mature conversation, but just support people that deserve it. You know what I mean? Like, and you deserve it, sweetheart. You do. I'm so sorry. My heart hurts for you, but I'm just really glad that you've been able to like do this and represent all these people, because it's the double standard on male VTubers. It's so shitty. Like you said in your document, I read that and I'm like, oh my God, that's so true. It hurts like so much to read that, but it's so true.
It's raining in my room a little bit.
Yeah, it's raining for me a little bit too. You're fine though. Yeah, you heard here what we can do to help Killersaw, and I encourage all of you to do that. We will continue to read through everything. I'll show you all my stuff, but I wanted Killersaw to come on and just, we need to hear from the horse's mouth. It's not the same to read about stuff when you actually have somebody that is sitting here and saying, guys, there's like 30 plus people that reach out to me. They're pursuing court stuff, all this kind of stuff. Updates. Bloom is claiming in a new Twitter post she never modified the document post release. Regardless, I'm not seeing anything that exonerates her in her reply. I don't even care if she modified it. That has nothing to do with any type of argument.
We have the original anyway, so if she does modify it, it doesn't matter.
Yeah, I have a copy of it as well. Which I don't know why it's so blurry, but we're gonna look at this.
Well, it's probably because of like is it like a doc or like
it's a PDF? Yeah, that might be why. That's a good point.
It's a doc. It might be a doc. It might be from like a Google Doc into a PDF, because sometimes images can get blurry when you do that because of like render scaling. So
yeah, absolutely. Well, Killer, I want to ask you. I appreciate you so much just talking about this very difficult subject. I know it's not easy, but can you tell us about what we have coming up on your streams? What are you doing outside of all of this really like kind of dark and evil stuff?
Fuck.
I'm asking the difficult questions.
I mean, I feel bad for like promoting my own shit.
Absolutely not. I asked you. I opened the door. Just step on in.
I am planning. I do have YouTube videos that I do like on Warhammer lore. I am planning a Twitch partner push, I think next week.
Congratulations.
I'm wanting to push for Twitch partner because at this point I think I've earned it.
Oh God, absolutely. Even more so. I don't know shit about
but,
Warhammer,
like,
so you might have to teach me or something.
That's what
Maybe I'll
my
watch your
channel's
videos.
that's what my YouTube channel's for. I do like a little bit of voice acting and everything with it too. So but yeah, Twitch partner push. My wife is also planning on getting back into streaming, so please go support her. I couldn't have done this without her specifically. Support the victims, support Ruin. I don't know. I think that's it for me. I don't know what else to
you're
say.
so fine. You're so fine. Yeah, you heard it here from the horse's mouth about what's going on. Yeah, I know that I saw a little inkling behind the scenes. I'll say that I think Legal Mindset is aware of this situation as well. So
Yeah.
I think that you're going to hear from a couple more people, chat, not just me.
Yeah.
So that's always
Yeah,
a
there's
really
going to
good
be
thing.
more victims that are going to be coming out with their experiences when they're ready.
Absolutely.
Just be there as a support network for them once they're ready to come out. And yeah,
I want to say thank you as well for you know, I know we chatted a little bit, but thank you so much for, you know, letting me like look at this and cover this. I really want to make sure that I do the justice that it deserves to dive into these really sensitive topics and give people the clarity that it deserves. Because I'll be real, sometimes you know, reading through these whole big documents, it's difficult, and not everybody necessarily has the time or the patience or stuff like that. So I feel like if I can at least like read it and give a good judgment and share that out there, I hope to do my little tiny itty bitty part to help you out within this thing. So thank you for, you know, letting me share your story. That means a lot.
of course.
Can we get a shout out for Killersaw? Yeah, please. Well, I just want to say thank you so much again. And was there anything else that you wanted to say? I'm going to let you go as we keep diving back into this.
Not really. But
That's okay.
I just wanted to say thank you for covering this, because I want the rhetoric to change. I think male victims deserve to be heard just as much as female victims.
Absolutely. I 100% agree with that. And
yeah,
I'm very happy to do this. Very happy to do it. I'm glad that I'm very lucky to have a platform to even speak like this. So thank you, chat, for listening, and thank you for being supportive, especially to Killer. Thank you for looking at the fucking evidence. Like, actually, like, using your brains and turning it on for 3 seconds and go, oh my God, yeah, he's telling the fucking truth. Like, just looking at it, because I swear, sometimes people just do not, they just put the blinders on. So thank you guys so much for being here, and we'll keep diving into it. So thank you again, Killer. I hope you have an incredible rest of your day. I might have some follow-up questions I might ask you, maybe just in private, but other than that, just please go enjoy your day. Like, go on a walk, go hang out with your soon-to-be wife. Like, go enjoy your life.
I'll go take
I'm
gonna go take my dogs out for a walk real quick.
Aww. What kind of doggos do you have?
Great Pyrenees Golden Retriever mix and an Australian Cattle Hound.
You have some big dogs. Oh my God.
Yeah, they're good. They're good. They're good boy. They're a good boy and good girl.
That's so sweet.
I got 2 cats as well, so.
Oh, you got a whole furry family. Let's go.
Oh, I got a whole menagerie. And anyway, so.
That is crazy. I have a little husky. That's all I have, and a cat. So.
Oh,
yeah,
so you have the
cleric.
so you have the cleric beast from Bloodborne.
Yes, exactly. The cleric beast from Bloodborne. I'm glad I understand that. I'm a big Souls person, so Bloodborne is one of my favorites.
If you're curious, after the stream, look up Husky Cleric Beast meme. You'll love it.
Bet. All right, I can't wait then. Well, Kelly, thank you so much again, and I will be I'll talk to you after stream a little bit, but thank you so much.
Yeah, for sure. All right.
All right, sweetheart. Have a good rest of your day. Everybody say bye to Killer.
You too.
Make sure you go follow
Bye,
me, give him some
guys.
love. Thank you for being here. What a sweetheart. Man, that's just... That's rough to hear that, you know what I mean, chat? I mean, just hearing it from him, you know, it's one thing to, like... I'm sorry to cry again on stream, chat. I'm so sorry. Like, you hear it from somebody, from them directly, and just like... Oh my god, it hurts, you know? It hurts. It hits you. People go through horrible things, chat. I'm very proud of him for coming forward and getting all this together. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, and what he said, guys, what he said is a game changer. The fact that he said there's lots of people, 30 plus people, chat. Let me say that again. 30 plus people. And on top of that, there's people pursuing legal action. That is a huge, huge development, chat. And I think you all need to keep that in your hearts and your minds as we continue to dive into this. So, chat, I do want to share the full bit of her document. I think it's very important that you see all the sides of this. It would not be right for me to not show you the full story, right, chat? I think we can all agree on that. You all need to see every bit of evidence. So let's keep looking here. We're going to keep talking about the person number one, the victim number one. So let's go take a look. From my own coaster, I asked him one time if he really be committed if a breakup with my partner would happen. Oh, we already read this, yeah. We both decided to be amicable and cease any romantic involvement. During the trip, we messaged each other to reconfirm we're still going to be friends. And I checked if he needed more distance to the last message we had sent through DMs. And can I ask you something? Yeah, did it feel weird to talk to me a little? That's how it's going to be. More distance. Now the comments are good. We've been super close, seeing each other in every state. I really don't want to just be a content creator of strangers. It's much worse than I thought it was. Yeah, we're homies still just can't take time. It's the nature of things. I know I miss our goofy times together. Looks like they had some like IRL meetup even. After that, I went back from the trip and encountered each other in content creators chats. I feel like we avoided any form of friendly interaction since then. We have not talked. So, let's take a look here. Now coming to the third person mentioned in the OP doc. I'm going to pull that one up. I like to do side-by-sides. So, anonymous victim 3 was this person here. Which again was just kind of saying that, you know, no, but I would send for those type of messages. This one, I mean, is like, you could put it up on a shelf. It adds context, but it's not the most, like, damning thing. But it's still important to add the context, right, chat? That's the very start of our conversation. Accusation claiming jealousy leading on. I was new to the VTuber world of July 2022. Didn't have many friends that met him and some other content creators through him, and vice versa. We interacted during one of my streams. The number 2's immediate reaction was to try and make it sexual, wanted me to be his dom. Hello there, you okay? I didn't mean to, I hope I didn't traumatize. Yeah, I'm just fine. Just became fully submissive. I don't have someone I wanted to be my dom so bad, like, oh my god. Okay, so it seems like they had like a sub-dom relationship. Next screenshot is taken from OP documents. Oh, but yeah, she used to claim he's a little cub. Okay, that gives more, so actually, really, if anything, I mean, this gives, like Killersaw said, this gives more context to that person, give you this information. Thank you, Rito. Thank you so much for the tier 2. Holy shit. I appreciate you. Thank you. This is the art piece of the chain collar and leash. Hey, I was teaming because I have an idea for the art piece. Good morning, hope you my Savar Miss. Also, our idea is a chain collar and leash ring. It's whoop. Okay, just talking about making the art together. Interesting. Now we need to find an artist. Huge fan of deep voices. I mentioned him, a Twitch content creator with a deep voice. He has immediate reaction was calling himself Cub and being jealous. You okay? I'm just staying quiet. Why? Cub is a bit jealous. All this is doing, guys, is just adding context, but it's not exonerating her of anything. Can we agree on that? I don't see the exoneration in this additional context. You know what I mean? This shows that he wanted more than just a friendship. After talking for about 10 days, he wanted me to claim him as theirs, calling himself my cub, and kept repeating that. I didn't pick up. Fuck, why are you sending me that now? Alright, also, you call me amazing and I want to use mine. It's fine, just big effect right now. Hey, I'm your couple of yours, so on and so forth. Can I get your plushie? That's fine, it's something I always have in stream for you. to do something for people to know. I mean, again, I'm gonna put this one on the shelf. It gives context, but it doesn't defend her. At this point, it was also hanging out almost every day on the stream. He even started calling me his moonlight. I took it as bannering on stream for content for entertainment. The reason I was tagging along. I also want to explain I did call him my cub at times. It's also a term of endearment, just like my darling in the southern U.S. The difference between him saying my moonlight and me saying my cub is that I didn't say that I wanted him to date me. He can't wait to hang out on stream. I just don't understand addressing this point in particular. It doesn't offer any defense. You know what I mean? But there's some extra context for you, chat. So if I'm too clingy, if I get too much, just tell me to stop. Here's another example of expressing he's jealous as well as him sending an unsolicited topless picture. He even got jealous. Somebody in my chat wrote to me while I was streaming. Yeah, I mean, unsolicited picture is not okay. You know what I mean? Like, they shouldn't have sent that. I mean, I know it's not like bad, but nonetheless, like, you should always ask for permission, which it could be cut. We could see the defense from this person. I doubt it, but when after streaming, now you're good as he sat in the room and cried. He was already ready to go and die. I think his life is right. I guess it's a poem, not jealous of Scorpio's attention. You just want my jealousy rising. At the end of the month, since we started talking, you acknowledged that we were just friends. Okay? If I do something you don't like, tell me if you don't want to ruin the friendship we do have. Okay, well, dude, thank you for being good, friend Blooms. Well, you want more, you can, but you have to know me more, JK. Anyways, have a good day. Okay, what? And also just saying K freaks me out. I didn't mess up, did I? Blooms, I care for you, just know that. And if you want, I can let you be today. Also, please be safe. I'll say this person is a little overbearing. I will say that. The OP's document said about me claiming other people. She's done it for at least a year. She did with me, a few friends, and even went as far as claiming us to an extent. There's a conversation about how I felt insecure of losing friends because of my abandonment issues. Well, that's what we talked about. Okay. So that day, me and my mutual collab for 3 hours, and they ended up a collaboration abruptly. They ended it. And bailing me to play Dead by Daylight with number 2. I had a breakdown because I felt like I was abandoned as a friend. I had a breakdown on stream. The conversation started supportive, but as number 2 kept going, it felt more and more possessive and obsessive. But you can chat, this is just really interpersonal stuff. I don't understand the point of explaining this or putting in great detail. I mean, does it make this guy look bad? Yeah, it makes him look a little possessive, very consensual. But I don't see where she said she was in a relationship already. So, let's see. Blooms, let me join. We will talk later. Blooms, I'm about to cry. Please let me join. Blooms, I'm yours. I belong to you. I'm your cub. Stop. Just saying, hey, you know what you're doing isn't okay. You know, just saying no, they ignore me, wanting to be left alone, and kept pestering me to hang out on stream. They kept claiming me. Okay, so at least we're looking at this person and seeing the full thing that they added some context, but maybe this person was a little bit too much. I didn't attach too much importance to it since with their friends groups, we do give each other pet names, all right? Number 2, saying repeatedly, I felt the need to ask them if there was something they do to everyone. Instead of we're talking flirting with other people, claiming only me as theirs, and that they like me more than friends. At this point, they've known each other 3 days. The first message, we see that was Darcy, and partner in the same message was 2 months later. Which one, sweetheart? How would say, Armand, none except you, like I flirt with people as a joke. I told him I never have feelings. I would try to be friends with everybody. Don't keep on my DMs. The only one I say is mine, right? You like me. Yes, I've said this multiple times, more than friends. I've said this, I said to this, yes. But you also said you don't want to be a cradle snatcher, right? There are others as well. I mean, she seems pretty upfront when it comes to this particular one. Okay, yeah, don't give me the time of date. Like, yeah, but you straight up said you couldn't date anybody because cradle snatcher. We have dated younger guys. You told me you wouldn't date me because I was young and stuff, like I'm turning 22. I did mention to them multiple times that I would not date them because of age difference, and that they're one of my closest friends whom I cared about a lot. And like talking to, they kept imposing their claims on me why I just wanted friendship. I just don't know what, addressing this thing like accomplishes in her favor. Can I like pause a second? I just feel like adding more like DMs on top of this. It's interpersonal, you know what I mean? Oh, you're good, Dark. I'll agree that I had a very insecure back then with my abandonment issues. That had terrible traumas from people in my past whom I once called friends and needed affirmations and a sense of security. But they would get upset every time I would call them friendly terms and have outbursts. I'm serious, I care for you, I'm going nowhere. Yeah, thanks for that, mate, kind of you. But I do nothing, we're good. Calling me mate isn't really you. Great to fun and hang out with you. Like, I mean, I care about you, friends do that too. We do have great content we stream together. Like, you're scared I will walk away. I don't know, like, there's such an important allegation coming up, and I feel like we spent so many pages on this one thing. I was trying to understand why number 2 is getting upset, so every time I would call him a friend, we'd agree to being friends one time, and next time I would say we're friends, and we'd have mixed feelings and be angry, hurt, jealous, and possessive, whatever. I mean, did you prove that this guy is kind of like a little bit too much? Sure. I think that's fair. She's not poly, from what we understand. She's not poly. She said she would try it, but she's not poly. What do you want from me to be your cup? Not sure the second half. You're my friend, you know what I mean. No, lie me, I'm dumb. Blooms, I want to be more than friends. I've said this before. Best friend more. Stream partners. Well, stream partners is really good next time and wow. I got that relationship, Bloom, but you said no because that distance. Look, blank, I appreciate you a lot. I'm proud of you. Just say it. You want me to be friends. You did a great job with streaming. You're my cup and closest friend, yeah. Through the line. Every time I told more close friends, he would get upset and leave me. And would see him change his social media status activity to get me to react to it. Cancel ITs number 2 one time about this status. Bingo Pringle. Perhaps I would have worded things better after putting myself out there. Him out there. I had no intention of dating and wanted to make clear he knew up. I was at the time upset since some people were being mean to him. Or to me, I'm sorry. Bingo Pringle. A, are we dating? Didn't we have a talk about to be romantic? Never mind. Okay, that does provide context to that. I feel like that at least provides the context to that one, chat. She was talking in regards to him and not herself. I was going to be romantic, but you told me distance. We couldn't. Could be the guardian wolf. It's all good, but I should have known you weren't serious when you said you had feelings for me. Here's the gaslighting, though. You know what I mean? Ever since I felt like they finally understood they were close friends. How you doing, my friend? I'm good. Number 2 started seeing someone else, and I was genuinely happy for them. No, I would say you didn't seem happy. You seemed a little jelly, but nonetheless. Now, I'm good. I'm glad you were honest. I wish you luck. You don't have to apologize as long as you don't turn up like the other guy ghosting and blocking me. I'm all good. A little last request. Could you retweet the art I did with Please Thanks in advance? I don't plan to. No, sorry, I did a subathon ending when I went to watch a movie, but I'm not ghosting. Where's the defense for rudeness, though? That's what I want. He did message me from time to time amicably until we stopped talking completely. December, they messaged me again where they apologized for dying behind my back. Hey, I've been, and I'm thanks you. All right, just not gonna lie, I missed talking to you for a few weeks before thinking of you, and I missed our calls. Before and after streaming, just hanging out and chatting. I was hoping you understand if it's not a fresh start. You actually don't want to turn your back on me, and you found other better friends. I'll be honest here, I was hurt. I'm disappointed, but I moved on and so did you. I don't have anything against you, but never things are gonna be the same again. Really hope things are going good for you, and you're surrounded by good people. Okay, yeah, see, I do miss you, but I understand it's never gonna change. I'm sorry for what I did, it was wrong. Then said we never get talked again. All right, my interaction number 2, continue at these months. It's sure good friendly, at least from my side. I mean, I'll be real, chat. That person did seem a little possessive, but I mean, there was some flirting. I wouldn't say that it was just like strictly friendly, but yo, thank you so much, Base. Well, what do you make of this one? This one to me is just like, I want to put it on the shelf because it matters that they dealt with her. I can see how they got the wrong message. I just feel like we need to shelf that one. That's my personal thoughts about it. But what do you think, chat? I mean, really, the one that I'm most interested in is, of course, anonymous victim number 4, which is the one where she sent unsolicited pictures to that person. Yeah, that exactly. There's like 30 plus people. If you don't have the quality, you certainly have the quantity against you. Here we go, guys. So I need all of you, if you are listening and you are here with me, type 1 in the chat because, guys, this is the really important one. This is the unsolicited pictures. Yeah, let me know if you're here with me, chat. So accusation flirting, question mark. There's no proof to back their statements, so just speculation. Oh, okay. She said, okay, all right. She said 4th, but she meant 3rd. Okay, sorry. She meant 3rd, but she put 4th. Yeah, it does sound like a reoccurring pattern. Achima played the role of succubus, who is all about lust, compliments, and seduction. A persona that I play. People tend to take me for being nice, compliment them, or being sweet to them as a form of flirting, even because of this role I play. I try not to bring up my partner as I will interfere with that fantasy and immersion. Only for with somebody if they emit the same kind of vibe, and whether somebody isn't okay with the banter and voices it out. I ceased the flirting from this statement. I assumed I was single. Then my banter with more and mention online stuff. But as for details, never given, proceed to say that this stuff stopped. I hear talk with DEATHBL00MS before, right? Did she mention she is single? No, but I would assume she is from typing the messages that they did. And we saw that. She did not provide any type of defense to this, though. I do want to point that out. We have the screenshots from the original document, right, chat? But there's no defense. It's just kind of like, okay, we're gonna skip that one, or at least that's how she felt. All right, so here we go, chat. Now coming to the 5th person, unsolicited pictures. Yeah, it seems that way very much based from what we've seen. So here is her talking with this person, which we all know who it is now, but thank you for accepting my friend request. How you doing, hey, sexiness, how are you doing, my lord? I'm doing a smash your bass. That's your second message to them? That seems a little weird. Interaction was very minimal. You both used terms of endearment, praising each other. Oh, hello, sexy, hello, sweetheart. Thank you for the high rating. Exquisite and definitely my type, not just a model, but you know, your personality, humor, I like your vibe. You want to catch a game together? I want to get chaotic with you. Win, whenever you want, love, you have anything to play for date. Bro, you are coming on to him. We were playing games with Blake on Wednesday as well as that scheming way. Not really, but if you want me, I would join in. Let's play another day. Bro, you are coming on to them. Yeah, so great. What happened was, apparently the partner, they were going through a rough patch. That does not explain everybody the way that it just explains like maybe 1 or 2 people. But nonetheless, she did not inform those people that's what was going on. You know what I mean? Like maybe the husband or a boyfriend or whatever like knew about it. But they didn't know that she had somebody. You know what I mean? We barely talked for a few occasions. I would just go and check on each other and play in a collaboration with other people. And we had 1 to 2 collabs, okay? Just being flirty. Thank you for being patient with me, by the way, love. I know I'm not very much easy to reach. I'm terrible at forgetting, and DMs are really forgivable. I find out being really patient and understanding. And to be honest, I don't give a fuck about numbers. I vibe with anybody if I like them. And I try to ignore that number of people. I don't really care about the side of the streamer. Number 4's partner at the time, even though it was friends with me and knew that number 4 and I was talking as well. I'm proud of you, love. Also, Blanket speaking highly of you right now. What did I do? I'll explain after I get some sleep, but you're wonderful. The short answer. They wanted to get art with me, not safe for work. Art precisely. When a previous already commissioned safe for work art of me and then paid for the occasion for our first collaboration. Okay, so there's some art. This would be a little more, you know, but I was mostly teasing. Reference, please. They said the reference. Like, you see, number 4 asked me if they were flirting too much because they are flirty by nature. According to OP's documents, they mentioned me sending unsolicited nudes that made them uncomfy, and they voiced it out a couple of times. And yet the reactions and DMs will prove the contrary as they never stated their discomfort. No! Bro, that's not consent! My pictures were not even nudes, and if they were, I feel like they would have voiced it out instead of complimenting me. That's not consent! That's the part, literally, chat. Or thank you for 14 months. This is the part that she doesn't understand. I don't think it's getting into her head. It's literally not getting into her head. That is not consent. Just because they didn't state their discomfort does not, that's not consent. Well, sending a reference I downplayed for the not safe work ideas. Also sent a picture of me in a bikini with a hoodie and shorts are mistakes that I rapidly deleted since I didn't mean to send. No, I didn't mean to send. No. No, that's not an excuse. Totally not what I meant to send. I deleted pics since I was seeing more not safe work ideas. I didn't mean to. You fine. You're very pretty and I already felt safe enough to keep it as long as you did. I'm trying out. This has nothing to do with the other stuff. Yeah, this is her document, by the way. Seems like you did from what you saw. But seriously, I'm sorry. Well, that was changed for me to try really quick. I'm not complaining. You're just a adorable, little sweet little thing. This does not explain this instance, though. This is just another instance to take away from this one. Number 4 reacted to a smug face emoji. He said it was an honor. The picture was there as long as... That's a separate thing. Missed me a few days, asked me to check out his not safe for work IRL picture. He posted on Twitter since it was a stream. He and chat, including me, talked about Dragon Booty. It's a booty reveal. Here you go. I saw that and I woke up. How are you, honest? I'm good. Just tired. I don't see that. Where is that? Where did he say that? You cut the message. Where did he send that? If you're gonna defend yourself, like, where is it? It's very messy, Hyatt. It's very messy. That's why I'm reading through all this. She did incriminate herself, essentially. I've been sleeping. I do want more of you, AU. I mean, anytime I get to know you more. Like, some people do that, Monarch, and that's fine. You know, whatever, but he can't be leading people on. He asked me to check out his IRL not safe for work picture on Twitter. And what's his opinion on sexy picture I was going to post on my social media. I wanted his opinion on sexy picture that was posted. But did you ask for consent? Like, at number 4 didn't express any sort of discomfort. The voice said he had issue with it, but complimented me saying it was pretty good in his fitting picture. But dude, you still didn't ask for consent. You still didn't ask for consent. Maybe his reaction was just to try to make it less awkward. You can't justify his reaction as consent. I don't understand why people do that a lot. People really justify people's consent by how they react to something. Exactly. I think it's a huge lesson that she needs to take to heart. I'm gonna post this to her. What do you think, House? Look, just sent it. She said that he sent something, but where is that part in this document? Vacation was everyone you enjoyed press time with the beautiful lady. Made a mission about any issues with sending an IRL picture or not my mistake this time. I feel like when already voiced it, that's pretty straightforward. That's not the case though. You were made an assumption. This was normal action before asking them to have a lovely time with their ex-partner. It is like you're messing me out since you want to hang out. All the conversations follow whether we were messing each other, playing games, and so forth. This is to add extra context, right? You can see they're just having a conversation. Number 4 messaged me and asked me once again to check out another one of his not safe for work. I just time on audio. Just in case you didn't know, blank. I didn't know if you like Val, but I thought I would share personally. Even if you don't, I think you'll lose your mind. Wait a second. Okay, no, that is him. That is him. But why is it conveniently cut? Where are the parts? You are ignoring the parts. You're ignoring the parts where you gave him consent. Where is that part? I was thinking maybe this wasn't him, but then I remembered that he did have a Professor Art. Are you mad at something? It's such a pretty distance that I do something. Yeah, it's just something she can or won't show. And there we go. Fair enough, I didn't think sending you that. Have you time, tell me to check your not safe work stuff. Anyways, always expect your Vtuber being comfy with sexy pics. Again, you gotta ask for consent. After this interaction, you hear from him. All felt like somebody was off and decided to message him to check on him. And that's for the very first time he mentioned about me uncomfortable about the pics. But he told you. You can't be like, oh, well, you didn't tell me before. He did tell you. You look at number 4's reaction to 2 occasions. Instead of picture, you didn't display or express discomfort by said compliment to me. That's still not consent. You said that he reacted to it. Where? Where's the... Where's, like, these reactions you're talking about? Look, a lot of people don't necessarily always display or express a discomfort immediately in the moment, right? The whole point is you should ask for consent to begin with. I think it's what we got to take away from this chat. Right, well, here's the thing, though, Haitian. She sent a bikini one, but there is also this other one which she showed right here. So there's actually 2. Yeah, there's actually 2. Let's keep going here. After this interaction, I didn't hear from him. If you look at number 4's reactions, again, but where? As I showed at no point in time, number 4 said anything about being uncomfortable or mad, about me sending a picture that was not even nude. You still didn't ask for consent. You still didn't ask for consent. That's what I want to point out, chat. Now, coming to the 6th person mentioned in the OP's document, there's no proof to back their statement. It could be speculation and assumption. If there was such an incident, me better with them and had an issue with talking to me. I feel like they wouldn't have indulged an hour-long conversation what they mentioned in their statement, but instead would have asked me to stop or hung up on the call or blocked me even. When they stated they entertained flirting back and forth, concerning TwitchCon, I do plan to go to TwitchCon one day and meet content creators, etc. I was mentioned in OP's document by number 5. They were flirting with me. They clearly stated I didn't ask to date, and OP said I was already dating someone and it was complicated. There's no reference in OP's document of any action of sexual nature. Yeah, we've already read that one. Okay. Addressing the accusation of me trying to get free arts. This was something that came from Podge. According to OP's document, I've been accused of trying to get free art from people through sexual favors. I presented with my documentation from whenever somebody wanted to art me, it was consensual by both parties. Oh, I thought they were talking about... Yeah, be real. I thought they were talking about the ones that were in the comments. All right, we've already looked at this in this part, chat. We've already read through this messages, so let me scroll back down. Yeah, I thought that came from a Podge on the comments. Only encountered a major issue with artists back in 2023. Here's the document made back then. I never used. I don't want to prologue any issues. And it seems like a separate thing, chat. Yeah, this is with somebody else. We're not gonna go into that. Conclusion: this whole document is a blaming the person, but to share my side of the story. And I feel like her side of the story incriminated her more. What do you think, chat? I'm not denying any shape or form that I've done anything wrong. No, the other parties did. I do apologize for the hurt that was caused to me by involved 2 years ago. I did learn my lesson then and now. I mean, she did say she didn't defend herself. She did say that she fucked up. You know? I think people are freaks on the internet. It's so true. I mean, the one where she's sending unsolicited pictures is pretty damning to me, Papa Mutt. I've been accused of sexual assault, manipulation for sexual favors. Again, that's why Killersaw wanted to point this out. Because in his document, he never did that. Gaslighting, cheating, had my personal life thrown in the open. Receipts presented to you can speak for themselves. Was I a relationship? Yes. It was complicated. Me and my partner talked things back about them. We decided to see other people, but you didn't inform everybody of what was going on. And you were clearly still in a relationship with them by your own admission. My partner didn't know the details of my involvement with other people. Nobody would have his personal life out there on the internet. I had zero obligation to flee my relationship on my social media. Out of respect to my partner's wish to stay private. Well, you did, though. But whoever asked me, I did tell them it was a complicated relationship and we were trying things out. That is untrue. That is factually untrue based on everything that we have read. There's all these people that are like, yeah, I had no idea. But the things that have been tackled is in a proper way because regardless of being anonymous or not, how are you, Papa Mutt? The personal lives of many people have been thrown out in the public eye and to stay forever, whether innocent or guilty. I believe in every scenario there should have been communication between each other whenever something goes wrong without fear and hesitation. To be devil's advocate here, you should have communicated you were in a relationship, but we weren't scared to approach each other to reciprocate the banter and develop what a relationship was. Why be scared to talk if there was an issue now? Yeah, at this point, there's like, look, guys, We saw that she let Killersaw on. She didn't inform him. And then number 2, guys, she sent pictures without consent. That, if you want to walk away right now knowing those 2 things, that's the two most important things. You know what I mean? Oh, it's a mess, Papa. That's why I've been trying to dive into it. And this is the 3rd time that I've read this. You know what I mean? So, like, and also there's, like, apparently, like, 30 plus people. So, it's messy. As for the mods where people found it weird, I reacted with awkward giggles and was shocked about the viewer count on stream as not to brag or joke about any shape or form. Look, guys, I know that we looked at her live stream. Her live stream was a very bad look. I've been struggling with Twitch partner push out achieving 75 couple rates. Then only when drama happens and the people show up in mass to watch or attack me. This is ironic and also disheartening. As a VTuber, I'm an entertainer, and a specific form of entertainment decided to make relies on giving compliments, for finding a fantasy designer and feeling wanted and special. Guys, but we fall into a little bit of a pit here, chat, because not everybody wants that or consents to that. You know what I mean? That's problematic. This is the reason why I don't talk about my private life with my partner, because it ruins the immersion of people who enjoy my content. And this right here, chat, this is a defense that 100% should never be said. This has so many holes. As a defense, this is not acceptable, chat. The reason I don't talk about my private life with my partner is because it ruins the immersion of people who enjoy my content. I don't care if you are pursuing somebody and being intimate and having these types of things with them. You need to tell them what is going on. Consent is sexy. You cannot say, oh, this is because of the type of streamer that I am. That's not acceptable as a defense. That is not acceptable as a defense. I'm going to find boom so you listen. Providing people with this fantasy can sadly lead to misunderstanding and expectations that are too high. That is untrue. You can communicate. Communicate in a clear and a concise manner. And you could have avoided all of this had you communicated properly. I've always tried to be honest and clear about my positions matters, but sometimes that's not enough. That you didn't though, girl. You didn't. All these things aside from person to person, girl to girl, human to human, you did not. You were not honest and clear about all your intentions. The chat, there is her document. Before we continue, how do you feel? How do you feel about this? No defense. Yeah, no defense. I told you guys, she incriminated herself more. It looks worse. It looks worse here, chat. So, I do want to go look at the responses that people are making on her document. Let's see what they had to say. Let's also keep in mind the only person defending you aside from your boyfriend who is ignoring the dates of when things happen for your live stream is this guy. This junior waste of resource of a human that can't seem to do it without Lysa. Well, I'm not going to dive into that person, but hey, so that's a crime. You consider graduating because they're moving forward from the fact you just traumatized a dozen innocent people all over again. So you're sharing the nudes of people is okay. Better than have a good lawyer because I know for a fact that's illegal. Holy shit, not only did you show up nudes, but you also revealed the evidence they were calling against you. Exactly. Self-report. Double down on being shitty while take accountability for being shitty and reflect. No way you just put the nudes in the damn doc. I think she removed them, by the way. I just made lighthearted statements on stream the other day to make it even worse. It's just so sad to see. As you can see here, chat, when the document gets you, nothing is sorted to mention some of them addressing you as you delete them. She did remove them. Okay, that's what I thought. I gotta agree with the commenters here, guys. There's no extra defense provided by this document. You know what I mean? Yeah, VT. It is absolutely unacceptable. It's a sexual crime, which I'll be real. I had to look up the definition to, clarify, but it absolutely is. Absolutely is. We just looked at the definition earlier. Yeah, I think that's a good takeaway for everybody here today. So, chat, looking at the document, looking at her defense. What do you think, chat? Is she guilty or not guilty? I have some more to show you, by the way. Yeah, and apparently from what Killersaw told us, it does look like there is going to be some actual type of legal action being taken. I'm very interested to hear from the rest of the people coming forward as well. What's going on with that? So let's take a look here, because I do know Cherryberry, who is somebody that's been very involved in this chat, which, by the way, we saw that Killersaw was speaking to them. Conclusion: guilty is charged, freed from responsibility. As he has to apologize to her victims, know the viewer count at least 3 times. I don't see anything that was redeeming about this stream. I'm literally all for letting people apologize, letting them take accountability, and giving them a chance to do better. He didn't even apologize. He isn't sorry. You're a victim. I'm so sorry you went through this. Sexual assault abuse are real. You never be taken lightly, no matter who the abuser is. Nobody has to be abused. Thank you for the people who DM me and share their own stories with me. No matter if you choose to go public or keep it private, you're brave for speaking out. DEATHBL00MS deserves no forgiveness after that stream. So talking about this stream being a very, very bad look, right, chat? This was before this document, came out. But I do want to go look at what Cherryberry said. But at the end, at least there's clout. Guys, when situations like this happen, it's so important that you come out and you have a discussion in a positive and mature way. So can I back up and talk about myself a second? I hate to like put myself into this, but I think like that's the only good representation that I can have. If that's okay, chat. I don't like interjecting my own personal stuff, but I feel like I do need to give you a good example. So chat, it's been almost 2 years. I used to have a drow model. I don't know if you guys are familiar with elf drows are, but let me show you. This is an elven drow, right? They have like really like darker skin, like a grayed skin. Anyway, chat, I made an alt color of a drow model. People said that I was black facing, which was not my intention at all, of course. I just really like D&D and I really like drow elves. And so, chat, people were accusing me of black facing, and so I made a statement on stream. I loaded up that stream and I apologized very profusely. I changed the colors of the stuff because I didn't want to make anybody uncomfortable. But the point was, chat. And thank you. That's not even what black facing is, right? But the point is, chat, is when I was accused of something, I didn't go on stream and laugh about it. I didn't make jokes about it. I treated it with the seriousness that it deserved. I spoke to the people. I made a stream and I said, hey guys, I'm really sorry. That was not my intention at all. This isn't even what blackface is, but nonetheless, if you took it that way, I am very sorry. And I made changes immediately to make that situation better. And that's how you should be. That's actually how you should be, chat. Take accountability. Don't laugh. It's not funny. There were people that were upset. And I wanted to have empathy. Even though I might disagree, I can still make changes that's better for everybody. Yeah, exactly, Nick. But nonetheless, when you have a problem and something comes up, you need to address it properly. You need to. And for her to dismiss the victims like she did in her live stream, it's very insincere, chat. Very insincere. I want to look at what Cherryberry said. The fact it's been 4 days, and I'm still getting new messages and accounts of people regarding DEATHBL00MS. Like, we popped a pimple and maggots started crawling out. And the deeper this goes, the more show up. It's been over 30 people now. I am terrified. Let's go look at what Cherryberry had to say here as well. Finally, we walked to Nevada, Luminous Cove, and Killersaw went over it together. And I kind of had to make a little less edit. Apparently, they don't know how to read dates. So let's go look at what Cherryberry put together here. I think you'll like this one, chat.
She didn't know I was, but at this point, we were barely talking too, because that's how bad it was at that point in the relationship.
Mm-hmm.
We didn't really have a time to talk it out. And then in the middle of last year,
they went on their trip. June
We had a
2023
long
chat.
talk about what we wanted and all that, and we just made things good. And
Yeah.
if you notice on the posts, nothing happened or nothing is posted, quote unquote, for this year or the other half of last year.
Yeah, so
I didn't know. She didn't.
There's the dates, chat. They're right there. And on top of that, chat, Killersaw was so nice in sending us additional context where we got the dates that happened before, where they had an intimate call before she ever mentioned that they had a partner. I don't know how this is defensible, chat. So here's the things. You have not only Killersaw being led on, but on top of this, she did not ask for consent in sending inappropriate pictures. I don't know where the defense is, chat. Now listen to my words. I want all of you to listen to me for a second, okay? Listen. Should other stuff come up, I will 100% take a look at it, because we all should go into this with an open mind, looking at all of the evidence that is provided. There may be more people that come forward, chat, with their statements. And we will absolutely look at that when that is time. But I gotta tell you guys, my opinion. I'm gonna tell you my opinion. I gave you 2 really important points. I think she incriminated herself even more with this stuff. And I'm gonna be honest, chat, I don't think this is the only time that we're gonna talk about her. If what Killersaw has said, what he said is true, what Killersaw said is true, that there are more people, what Cherryberry said is true, that there's more people, and there's actual, criminal prosecutions going forward. This is not the last time we're going to hear about this. And I don't think that the evidence that she provided saved her in any way. If anything, I feel like it made it worse. It looked like there was no remorse. Of course, that live stream did not make that any better. I really feel like she cooked herself even more. It feels like the tip of the iceberg. So, chat, what do you think? What are your thoughts about this situation? Now has come the time where I want to hear from all of you. By the way, guys, I want to take one moment. Thank you all so much for being here and just supporting the people that were victims in this. Thank you for having an open discussion. Thank you for reading through this with me. Thank you for being an adult and coming to your own conclusions. I got a feeling there'll be development about this in the future. I feel so as well. Yeah, Sar, I moved past that a long time ago, but even today, I will tell you, people are like, oh, you're talking about the black-facing elf. It sticks with me even today, Sar, but you know what? I treated it the best way I could, and I did the best that I could to make it right, and if they don't want to listen to that, then that's on them. I don't think this will teach her a lesson. Leave the platform and seek to address whatever's going on. Regardless of all the relationship stuff aside, her actions of sexual harassment and subsequent dismissal claims are inexcusable. Thank you. I mean, there's a lot of stuff in here that's very interpersonal that I think that maybe some of the stuff she fed into was not okay, right? It wasn't. It's so interpersonal. I think it does need to go up on the shelf just because I can't really properly comment on it. I wasn't there. I don't know. I don't think we got the full set of screenshots. It's good to have some extra backstory. Obviously, I feel like maybe she took it too far in a lot of ways, but absolutely, you cannot defend those 2 points that I gave you. You really can't. Unless she's able to show me a screenshot where, Runa said, yes, I consent to these pictures. Nah, bro. And on top of that as well, she would need to show a screenshot of before the dates that she went and, admitted that she had a partner here. She would need to show me a screenshot before this date where they had this intimate message. And she doesn't have that, chat. Her date was in July. This one is June 19th. This piece of evidence right here, chat, is a huge nail in the coffin. And I want you guys to talk about this. I think that this point right here is something that I haven't heard from anybody else. And this needs to be discussed, chat. This point needs to be discussed in a big way. Because remember, her defense, I'm going to show you her defense. Let me scroll back up quite a bit. Her defense is, oh, I told you I had a partner. And the dates for that, chat, are... I showed my partner. This was on 6/30. Right here, chat. That was 9 days after they had, or I'm sorry, 11 days after they had this first intimate exposure, and she was not upfront with him. Which, you know, again, this isn't like, this hurt Killersaw in a big way, right? Like, this is obviously morally horrible thing to do, right? But then this is our first point, chat, of somebody being very, very immoral. And then now we have the second point where she sent stuff without consent to Ruinous. And that is just not okay. Remember, guys, I told you. I'm going to share with you one more time what Ruinous told me. And he wanted to make sure that it was absolutely stressed. I'm going to read this to you one more time. This comes from Ruinous. My biggest thing is just making people actually aware that at least with me, it was the case of I said no multiple times. And she just didn't give a rat's ass and kept doing it. And that information, chat, has conveniently been not provided in her defensive document. Yeah, it's just like, oh, I was in character and you're a Vtuber, so it's okay. It's not okay. It's not okay. It's not okay. Yeah, I feel like this stuff is damning, right? Don't get me wrong. But for Killersaw to come out and say that it's getting worse than this, I'm waiting with bated breath because I'm very, very scared about where this is gonna lead to, chat. Same here, Astra. I'm literally frightened. If Killersaw and Cherry, what they said is true, I'm very scared. Now, guys, I'm not trying to dismiss anything, and I want you to know, Nekaros, I'm not trying to dismiss anything that Cherry and Killersaw have said, because I think that they're both pretty trustworthy people, right? I obviously want to see the evidence first. I'm an evidence first kind of girl. I want to see it, you know, up close in front. But, you know, if what they're saying allegedly is true, chat, it's going to get worse. It's going to get worse. But I don't want you to make your merits on that fact. I want you to make your merits on what we saw. Look at everything that you saw today, chat. That's what I want you to look at. Yeah, I'm very skeptical. I'm very skeptical. So, I mean, obviously, I'm more inclined to believe both of them, you know? Yeah, and thank you, Killersaw, as well. So, I very much look forward to that additional information when that comes out. If it comes out, but, I mean, I think looking at this, I think it's pretty much, it's a done deal. Number one, this is the very immoral thing to do, because she did. And then, obviously, the stuff for Ruinous, that's where we're getting into the more illegal stuff. So, I think Legal Mindset would be a good person to weigh in on this. Obviously, I'm not a lawyer, but I do think that Legal obviously has a little bit to say. He can give you the more legal side of it, right, chat? He can give you the real breakdown of why this is, you know, court-wise an issue. He can also tell you why, you know, internationally, what's going on, so on and so forth. So I will tell you this, sir. I am not going to be uploading this video as a highlight. This is almost 3.5 hours of just pure speaking and content. Now, the VOD will be up on Twitch and on YouTube for you to look at any time. But I will not be making a highlight video out of this. Oh my god, Gaming Master, I hope you feel better. Yeah, I don't know if you know this, I was bitten by a spider as well when I was little. I hope you're okay. To be told, I went through some experience with the VTuber a few years ago. So chat, I want to ask you a question. Just because I want to make sure that I don't miss anything, which I pretty much, I read all my stuff, I double check, but is there any defense that she has here? Is there any defense that she has here at all? I can't consider anything. But obviously your perspective is important. I want other people's, but I don't see a defense here. her defense made it worse. And like Killersaw said, it gave a little bit of extra, you know, context to stuff. Yeah, each lover. We've been talking about this for the entire stream. Yeah, she threw herself under the bus. And guys, I don't want to be, I want to make this very clear. Killersaw said this, and I'm going to say this again. Do not go and harass her. I gave you all the information. Even if you disagree with me, let's say that you think that she's innocent. That is you, and you can believe that, and that is fine. You know, you are inclined to your own opinion. But guys, don't go and harass her. Block and move on, or make your own decision that you want. But remember, guys, I will never tell you. I will never tell you what you have to believe. I will tell you what I believe, in my opinion, but I will never tell you what to believe. And this is why we go through everything, because you know what, chat? You're adults. You can make your own decisions on what you want to do. But I want to give you all the facts. I want to read it. I want to discuss it, so that way you can make an informed decision and you can decide what you wanted to do. Yeah, I think so as well, his. Absolutely. I would never tell you what to believe. You can tell me that I'm an ugly elf, and I'll be like, all right, you know what? You'd be like, the sky's purple. And I'm like, okay, you know what? Fair enough. I won't argue with you, but you should be able to make your own opinions, because chat, that's what separates us from regular people and Twitter users. Don't be a Twitter user. Don't be a Twitter user. We can do better than that. We can think about stuff and have a discussion. She's portraying a succubus pretty well. I mean, this person, but yeah. Elara, you're, oh dear God, I can't visit. Yeah, so I will say, what's up, Haven? How are you? Good to see you here, sweetheart. Thanks for chatting the other night. You played her cards and revealed the kind of person she is. What you manipulate and abuse her to go back on her defense, what I think only do more harm than good, because you're trying to correct yourself when your public image is already tarnished and people don't respect you. Sure. Yeah, surviving. Let's go. My opinion, sure. Exactly. I don't think giving her leeway to harass her. Yeah, it's just like, guys, we talk about it. We put the story out there. Obviously, Killersaw asked you guys if you could take a moment. I would give you this. Just retweet it, share it around. Talk about it, but make your voices heard, you know? Now, I will tell you this, chat. When I read through stuff, I try to read through stuff beginning of streams. This was one where I definitely read through everything before stream, but I do want to say, if we ever read something and our minds change, that is also okay as well, chat. Be open to changing your mind about something if new evidence comes forward. Not to say so in this case, but, you know, be open. Developments happen. I've changed my mind on things that happen, you know? I want to form an opinion on it. My understanding is in the end, this is something that has to be resolved between those affected. Hoping it come to the appropriate conclusion exactly. And it looks like it is coming to you know, actual lawful conclusions. So, personally, I think that you only get one chance to defend yourself, realizing your commitment to that person you executed. Yeah, I agree. I'm doing good, Demon. Thank you for asking. It just, I'm feeling very emotional lately, chat. I'm just feeling very emotional lately. It's covering news sucks sometimes. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna lie. It sucks sometimes. You know, I've had issues with a lot of people upset that I'm covering news. I've had the stuff with Crafty last week, which was obviously bad and that hurt. Knowing that person, you know, and then dealing with this as well. It's a lot, chat. It's emotional, you know, like it's a lot to bear sometimes. It's a lot to bear sometimes. I'm a very empathetic person, and I wish that I wasn't. I wish I could care less, but I can't force myself to do that, you know? So it's been a little rough, guys, but I want to make sure that we talk about these very important things. Killersaw deserves to have the voice, you know what I mean? He really, really does. Yeah, Crafty was rough. That video did come out, guys. If you don't know what I'm talking about, that is over on my YouTube. I agree, Nekarose. Great power comes great responsibility, you know? Yeah, and Beast, it really sucks because I've tried to amplify voices like that in the past, and people have been upset with me. So it's been a lot of personal struggle within myself because I've been trying to be respectful and also just cover news. You know what I mean? Like, if you're a victim, I always want to respect what you have to say. So I'm trying to find the right balance. You know what I mean? I never want to hurt anybody. My intention is always positive and always good. So I'm trying to figure it out, but I think I figured it out in a good and positive way moving forward. So I'll keep doing that. I'll definitely keep doing that. Yeah, crazy situation, guys. I want all of you to do me a favor. Just go follow Killersaw. He deserves it. He deserves a lot of love in the community with everything he's been dealing with. Yeah, well, I mean, there is a difference between empathy and sympathy. I always try to show empathy versus sympathy, but, you know, sometimes it's kind of hard, right? So go show him some support. He's an absolutely amazing person. And we want to give him some love, guys. He's just absolutely incredible content creator. So give him some love. And I'm going to watch him because I want to know more about Warhammer as well. I think that's pretty exciting. The chat. I know we talked about this stuff all stream. Thank you guys so much for being here, having an adult conversation. I appreciate all of you. This has been such a wonderful conversation to have. I'll keep working hard, guys, and just thank you so much. I will be off tomorrow, but on Friday, we are actually going to be talking about VTuber news. I have a lot to catch up on, so we will do another news segment. I have a lot of non-VTuber news as well. I got a lot to catch up on Friday, so be prepared for a big news show on Friday. And again, guys, thank you for being here. Just thank you for being an adult. Thank you for talking. Yeah, we did. We played it on Monday night. It was actually fun. You know, I encourage you to form your own opinion. And make sure that you, of course, take the appropriate actions with whatever that is, guys. Guys, we're going to go see the lovely PB Slayer. I did actually collab with her yesterday. She's absolutely wonderful. Give her some love. And thank you guys for being here so much. I appreciate you. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day, guys. Bye, everybody. See you soon. I'm going to go work on debut stuff. I have a lot to do.